And we are live once again with another episode of Icewindale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. When we last left our heroes, they were traveling across Icewindale from Brynshanda to Bremen to deliver some Chewinga that they had befriended. And upon meeting Danica Greysteel, there was some tenuous insights checks to see if she was really trustworthy or not, but it seems like she has promised you that there would be no harm coming to these poor little creatures. But rather, she was hoping that these would unlock some sort of secret in how to adapt to the cold of Icewindale. He also mentioned that there's these great dragon bones that lie far to the east in a place known as Wormdoom Crag. There, a tribe of Goliaths called the Thunlokalaga have perhaps slain this beast in previous generations. And she says if you can acquire some of these bones and bring them back, you may be able to perform a ritual that could protect you from the cold. So you have another side quest to complete, potentially. Either way, that's going to be a long trek. That is one of the furthest reaches of Icewindale you will have ever gone. Time to start investing in axe beaks, perhaps. You also dropped off Huawa, who was the son of... Yep, in the Buried Treasures Inn. She thanked you, and it seems like you've put together one happy family, finally. Returning back to Targos, you put a plan in motion to try and get back your cauldron. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. You actually went out into the lakes real quick as well. Mayor Dwalden has some sort of lake monster, and Tali, a local ranger, has asked you to kind of find out some information about it. You dragged this boat across the frozen lake, finally set it up, and called out to it with a horn, trying to attract its attention. It smashed one boat. As that was slowly sinking, you tried to reason with the beast using your psionic crystal to communicate with it. And finally, it seemed friendly once you poured down an entire wine bottle down its gullet.
Yeah.
And it told you that it told you that it had been awakened by a druid named Ravicin, who you had previously met. She had told the lake monster, the Plesiosaurus, that the towns were overfishing and there wouldn't be nothing left by the time they're done reaping it. But you said that might not necessarily be entirely true, and perhaps you can work together with the 10 towns to sort of let the fish kind of repopulate. But he said that would take potentially years, and so it's going to be a little bit difficult to negotiate, but at least it seems friendly enough not to destroy boats anymore. And you set up a meeting with the local fisherman Grinsk as well as Tali to sort of better come to terms. Meanwhile, you set off. That's no longer your problem. Set off from Bremen back to Targos. Oh, and you also got the quest to turn in a potential cold-hearted killer, the murderer that's on the loose. You actually met the person who's offering a bounty. And she said she'd pay you 100 gold to return. She doesn't need a trophy. She said, though, if you do try to swindle her, she will know, because the murders will continue, obviously. And you don't want to piss off a bounty hunter, is the way she put it. So, back to Targos. You set a plan in motion to get back your cauldron, and you didn't know just how many you were dealing with, but you know that they had moved it, thanks to Juniper being posted up.
Go,
and
Juniper!
Yeah, Juniper helped quite tremendous, in fact, narrowing down that they had placed the cauldron in a rather large warehouse called the Galloway Trade Depot. And you wanted to know what you were dealing with, so you made a kind of false alarm by setting ablaze the roof with your alchemy fire, and you got to see just how many of them were there, as well as you got to see inside momentarily as you were fixing up the roof and putting it out. There seems to be another roguish looking woman who is held up right inside the warehouse, potentially guarding something. Take you actually back to Targos. You can have a little look yourself. But you kind of know what you're dealing with now, and there's a pretty good chance you can probably take them, unless they have some other hidden aces up their sleeve. That's kind of where we left off. You guys are still planning on when to strike and how to do it. Whether stealthily or kicking down the door, it's up to you guys. Feel free to discuss.
Weren't we taking a rest at a nearby building? An abandoned building?
Yes, you were.
When,
and that's when
an old
Bellamy showed
ally
up.
came up, yep.
Yes, Bellamy was also tracking down the Zents, and he seems to be working for his own kind of organization. But he said he could potentially organize some sort of distraction that may pull some of the guards away if he goes to the Luskan Arms. But for Stef, just so you know what you're kind of dealing with here, if you're looking at the Targos map, you'll see there's these two thugs here. These kind of guard outside. These four here are the ones inside. Tap tap, this Kenku goes back and forth between the Three Flag Sailing and the depot. These commoners over here are basically just workers at the dock. They don't really seem to be armed or combatants or any kind. They're just dock workers. And then lastly, down in the Luskan Arms, they did show up a little bit later, but Aldrich, Captain Scath, and the speaker, Maxwell Dinar, also seem to be part of the same ring. So, there you go. If you want, you can potentially gather more allies or more information, or if you feel like you've got enough and you want to strike, then yeah, let me know what you'd like to do. But otherwise, I think you've had a long rest. Let me just check. Yeah. Did you already click it last night?
I don't
No.
think I did, no.
You didn't change any of my spells, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay,
Then
I didn't have a long rest.
Hmm.
But if we're sleeping...
Yeah. So in which case, then
I will take
have a
a long rest. Why the fuck is my exhaustion at 2? Huh? What
Mhm.
happened?
You got pretty fucked up on the way back. The frozen lake was frigid and the winds cut through you, I'm afraid.
You went
But
for
you can take a long rest.
It was like a Dutch ice plunge pool or something that you went for. Very impressive.
What did you guys do to me while I was here? No.
Honestly, we considered just letting you be eaten by a plesiosaurus just to see what that would look like, but in the end we thought we at least like your familiar, so we decided to save you.
All right. Okay, so you got 1 day left until the 10 towns council meeting between all the speakers. Bellamy tried to bite Sir Roland in the night, but Faith stopped him. Thankfully, she got a high enough perception check. And she mentioned that Bellamy's... Sir Roland's part of the team. They're not to be touched. They're not on the menu. But, yeah. Bellamy says, so, you want me to do that distraction today, or what? Shall we get going? Or are we doing this at night?
What do you guys want to do? Do we sneak or do we kill?
Both.
I think we want to get a few people either away or knocked out, and then things will get a bit loud.
All right.
I doubt we're going to do the whole thing stealthily.
Mhm.
No, we never did the whole thing stealthily. That never worked, that approach.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Someone's
need
going to
to
grab
get in.
attention at some point.
And when we get in, we don't need to be stealthy anymore.
But we just want to make it easy as we can before that happens, because I don't know, if we reduce our numbers by 4, that's going to be the rest of it's gonna feel like a cakewalk, unless I'm missing something.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, if the arrangements are right and we kind of have an idea where people are, there's a good chunk of them already down in the Luskan Arms, and we could go and bash some heads down there, which would thin out their numbers quite a lot.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get any issues with anyone else, because if anyone sees what's going on, like one of the townsfolk, won't we look like the bad guys?
Yeah,
From an outside perspective.
Yeah.
So how do we address that if someone's like, thinks we're a bunch of thieves?
Did we ever get the request in writing that we had to retrieve the cauldron?
That would have been
These
a good
people
idea.
seem to like that stuff.
Problem is, we don't want people knowing it's about the cauldron.
Why is
we?
that? Why do we not want people to know?
Because
I think
people knowing about the cauldron is why it got stolen in the first place.
These people already know about the cauldron.
The whole town?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
But at least the people in the warehouse.
Yeah, they do, but I don't want, if people see us stealing and we look like a bunch of criminals, we can't just turn around and go, oh, they stole the cauldron. We're stealing it back. Am I making sense?
Yeah,
yeah,
that makes
my
just
face
because,
kind of nods.
just because more people would then want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So, what do you suggest? We spread rumors around the townsfolk saying that stuff has been stolen from another town?
I mean,
Not
we could
mentioning
lie about
what
what
it
it
is.
is. It could just be an heirloom. No, doesn't sound believable. I mean, could we claim they have a prisoner? I don't know. Maybe I'm just making up an issue when there isn't one. I'm just like, trying to figure out what if, because we struggle with that.
We don't need to say we are here for the heirloom. We are here for an escaped prisoner. Didn't this tiefling defect from the town?
So you're suggesting we take someone back with us who's involved in stealing the cauldron, not just get the cauldron?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Oh, and that's the evidence. The cauldron is the evidence. That seems less suspicious.
Yeah. Should we take that to the authorities, or do we think the authorities are untrustworthy?
Oh, they are definitely untrustworthy.
Right. So,
Bellamy.
Yeah, the authorities here are part of the problem.
Right. Well, will we wait? Should we wait until Tap Tap moves and joins because he's moving, or they're moving, sorry, between the flags and the Luskan Arms. So we wait till Tap Tap moves. It leaves a smaller group that we could then move on, whatever that movement looks like, whether it's part stealthy or just a distraction or whatnot. But does that give us our timing when Tap Tap moves?
Yeah. What was Bellamy's distraction again? Just to be...
Bellamy is gonna create a fire near the Luskan Arms, right?
Yeah.
Or something.
So that should stop Tap Tap coming back then, shouldn't it?
I mean, I
Temtem
don't
goes
have much
between.
way of making a fire unless you have another alchemy flask.
Starting
Plus, I feel bad for the old guy in there, huh? Like that Owen guy. He doesn't seem to be part of any of this. At least that's what you mentioned, right? You kind of shared info.
yeah.
He's just an innocent bystander. But, I mean, I'll go wherever you need me, but, you know, I don't want to get innocents involved.
Hmm.
We maybe don't need the distraction down at the Luskin Arms anyway, because they're down there already. It's maybe something that changes the situation up in this warehouse
Hmm.
that distracts a few of them while we go in and.
It
Panic
seems
is
they
so
move most
difficult.
of their forces to the trade depot.
Hmm.
You might be onto something if we strike out of the Luskin Arms first, take out the smaller party,
Oh, yeah.
or, you know, we can go straight for the throat and get our cauldron. If things get south, we might be able to just run away, but...
I mean, if we go down and start an argument with them at the Luskin Arms to make them look like the aggressors, make it look like they got mad at us and we were just kind of defending ourselves.
Yeah.
So that won't look suspicious, and then we're easier to go deal with the rest. What do you think?
Sounds fine to me.
Yep. Works for me.
They look easy to upset, to be fair. I think we can improv that bit.
Alright then, shall we, you know, we
Yep.
did actually ask Ulrich to organize a meeting for us.
Ulrich.
Oh yeah.
Aldrich.
Aldrich. Oh yeah.
Aldrich. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Aldrich.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck his name is, you're goddamn right. Nobody really cares. That's...
Alright, let's head over there then. Bellamy opens up the door and it's the cold wake you up. And let's head over there. Okay. A couple of characters who aren't here.
Something is weird with the lighting of what I can see. Oh, it's fine. Once I go to the actual front door, it's fine. The outside, there's no outside. Like I can see on the stream all the snow, but for me, there's no snow. I can only see the lights from the building because there's no outside lights.
Yeah, it's just a bit of ambient glow coming from the front.
Before we go in,
This little one isn't here.
should someone go around and cover the back exit, or at least come in through the back exit in case one of them makes a break?
Is there a back exit?
There
There's-
might be a back exit.
Yeah, so
Let's have a look around. Can we find one?
you can go all the way around. This map's a little bit weird in that it has stacked the top floor in like it's like
Oh, yeah, I
tessellated the
see
top
it.
floor into the back one, but this wall isn't here. Right here, this wall isn't here. This is just up. This is the second floor. So
I mean, if we just say we look
if you're looking around,
we'll be fine.
yeah, exactly. So there's no windows around the kitchen at all. In fact, there's no windows along the first floor at the back. There are windows on the second floor, though, Tracker. You can see them from up here. This is what you're looking at is the second floor right here. So these windows are all the way around the top floor. So there's no doors by the looks.
Okay, so we just need to stop them getting
So
out. the
there's
front
only the
door.
door on the first floor, and if they're bold, they can jump out the window.
Or they
I'd
could
love
run.
to jump out a window.
They could run up the stairs. So we need to cover stairs, door, and windows. Something like that. Or just be
We just-
mindful of it. It's probably not a big deal.
Yeah. We just jump out the window after them. What's the worst that can happen?
Excellent. After you.
Does jump
That sounds
function
fine.
as a feather fall?
I would bet you I can jump out one of these windows and be fine.
My little leg might not take the fall, but
Maybe not snort.
I'll aim for him now. Yes. All right, let's head in then. Stef, you coming?
Yep.
Chris,
That's a wall.
if I had
Yep.
the jump spell active on me and I were to jump out of the window, would I still take falling damage if I jumped out?
Yeah.
Is this a
Jump-
friendly
jump
rat
isn't
or
feather fall.
is this a
A
friendly
friendly
rat,
rat,
or a not so welcome visitor that they're having to deal with?
Snop said, why don't you put your fingers out and find out?
I want to try and grab the rat.
By the way,
Like, try
is,
to, like, carry it.
is Chibbles alive?
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Chip.
Yeah, there we go.
Did we murder Chibbles? I don't think we did.
That's only a
Oh,
12.
damn. Yeah, but it's only an 11 from the rat. So it
Oh!
tries to squeak away, and as it jumps down into the floorboards, you grab it by the tail, and you see it kind of flailing around.
Hmm.
You've
I'm
got a
holding
rat.
now.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Let's go to Owen and say,
Owen,
hey, I found a rat on the floor. Is this a pet or something you've been
No.
dealing with?
This place is crawling with rats, I'm afraid. It's just part of the Luskan Arms charm, so to speak.
Wait, where did
there
the
goes
rat
another
go?
one.
Can I attempt to catch one of the rats?
sure. Although they're a
So-
little bit scattered now, seeing as someone's already grabbed one.
Oh, who has the rat?
I do.
It's Roki.
Roki.
Want it?
Yeah, I do want the rat.
Okay, I'll give Steph the rat.
I would like to eat the rat in front of Owen. Like, just gulp it down like a little.
I would like
He's
to have a look
seen-
of horror on my face as I was not expecting this.
He says, I've seen more disgusting things in the Dales. People eating raw fish and the like. Desperate times. Enjoy your meal, he says.
Mhm.
Oh, there goes another one. That's a fat, juicy one.
I don't know. I've had enough for now. Can we count that as having like not consumed the ration?
Maybe for you. I doubt everyone else would get the same sustenance.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to eat.
It says,
For our next, and for our next trek, Steph's handbag will now eat a human man.
No. We're not that far yet.
Yes.
They don't need to
At
know
this
that.
point, you hear footsteps coming down the spiral staircase, and just waking up is Aldrich, and he greets you again, quite friendly, and he's like, "Oh, up bright and early this morning. Well, I had a word with the speaker, Maxwell Dinar, for you, and yeah, I think after yesterday, seeing you guys kind of mobilize and help out." He's actually willing to have a meeting with you guys.
Wonderful.
You still up for joining the crew?
Well, yes. When would he be available to speak with us?
Well, he hasn't got anything scheduled in the morning, so I could ask him now if you like. But I don't think he's gonna appreciate carrying a load of weapons up. But You guys wait around here. I'll double check.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Aldrich heads upstairs.
Again.
You hear the
In boredom,
opening and
I
close
try
of
and shoot
doors.
another rat with my crossbow. I'm just like, whilst we're waiting, I'm like, can I shoot one?
Oh shit. Yep, yes you can. That's gonna snipe one of them.
Just, like,
Pins it right to the wall. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, I can aim.
Nice shot.
Nice, yes. That was pretty good.
You have yeah. There's one that's crawling into like a cannon as well. Yeah, Stef can keep feeding on rats.
Oh god. I didn't expect to hit it. Anyway.
Aldrich returns with Captain Scath and says, "Right, you lot. From yesterday, yes, I remember now. You wish to see the speaker, yes?"
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Gonna just roll his insight check.
Oh, his insights.
He seems to be from yesterday still kind of trusting of you guys. It's all right. You seem to be all quite heavily armed, however. I would request that you leave your weapons with Owen Tarsnell here behind the bar, and you can follow me up.
I plonk down a mace, a warpig, and a crossbow, but not my shield.
Oh,
Just the weapons, right?
just your weapons, yes.
I wonder, Captain, if that's entirely necessary. The truth is, should we wish you any harm, having no weapons with us will not prevent that. We're very skilled at combat, and frankly, no offense, Owen.
There goes my battle axe. Javelin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9? Oh, the Warhammer, warning. Yeah, that should be all.
Sorry, you were saying?
Frankly, no offense to Owen here, but I don't trust him to protect our weapons should someone come and try and steal them. So, if it's all the same,
Well,
we would rather
don't worry,
just...
I'll look after them. Aldrich says as he vaults over the bar. But you can roll a persuasion check nonetheless, Sir Roland.
I mean, you know, if anything happens to our weapons, we can always just burn the building down.
You say that aloud.
Yeah. I'm sure they're not going to do anything with our weapons, and we'll be fine.
Oh my god. He says, burn the building down. But like yesterday, when a house randomly set on fire.
Well, anyone could set a building on fire, it's not difficult.
Yes, it's
He narrows his eyes.
too soon for jokes like that, Roki. Come now, don't be an idiot.
Why is Roki stealing my lines?
He
says-
fine. Scaff looks like a man who gets humor.
He looks at the rest of your party who are actually complying, and he says, literally, the rest of your party seem to be cooperative. And I don't ask you how to conduct your business.
Very well, very well. Yeah,
You can keep your armor and shields, but I'm going to be putting my foot down here.
I'll put my 2 gold costing spear down.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. It's all right. Follow me. However, at least with that 21, he's not calling in more backup. He's trusting just you guys alone.
1, 2,
We're gonna
3.
leave Chibbles here to keep an
with
eye on our
Alfred.
stuff.
Oh, Chibbles,
What
yes.
is-
What a delightful name.
Do you want to do that, Steph? Because, like, I don't know, this place is infested with rats, so I'm just a bit...
Sure, can Chibbles take care of the stuff?
Chris?
Yep. And you can see through his eyes and see his senses. So if you want, you can keep your own eyes on them as well.
Sure, I'll do that.
All right. Gibbles perches up on the helm behind the bar, like this decorative ship wheel. Okay, Zay.
Can Storp forget to leave the dagger behind?
You can roll a sleight of hand.
I say forget, not do it.
Yeah, sure, but then
and-
like,
And Captain Scath spots it and says, "You, little scaly one. You still got a dagger on you. Behind the bar now. Won't ask again."
What, me? I would
Uh,
never.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. I honestly just got this with a toothpick. I get lots of meat stuck between these choppers, so he just jumps up and hands it to Aldrich. There you go.
Adventure!
Okay. Up the stairs you go. Me first, me first. Last one, yeah, is a rum potato. All right. When you get to the
What's that?
room right at the end, yeah, I'll describe it to you. I'm going to drag the
I
rest
mean,
of
I'm
you up.
saying that in character when I walk in. Looking at the
Okay.
cage.
Yeah, you'll get a good description. Scath leans back, sits on the chair in the corner. Nath Maxel Dinar, the speaker, stands here and turns around. But he pays you no attention as he seems to be in the middle of feeding time, it seems. And he says to close the door behind you. Don't want these little critters flying away. And as he turns back, you see he too has a mouse in his hand, or a rat rather. And let's just show you the scene before you.
an
There
upper
you
corner
go.
square. Who
He
is
seems to be lowering. He seems to be lowering a rat into the cage, where you see a winged serpent. Several flying snakes are being held in here. And in the corner, you see Maxwell Dadar sort of resting his limbs. And he
Awesome.
says, yes, they are useful as well. Handy little messengers here in the cold north.
Where could I find some of those? I'm not after yours. I'm sure you wouldn't want to part ways, but who's your supplier?
Oh, I got these imported from the jungles of Chult.
Oh, damn.
Yes. I'm afraid they are native to the Icewindale.
Oh, you're lucky I'm an
But
honest
they're
man.
no
Otherwise,
less-
they'd be gone. I say with a cheeky smile.
He raises an
These
eyebrow
are
with a
imported,
side sort
or
of
are
smile.
these breads here?
These? No, they're imported.
So it's not.
But
that
they're
they're-
no less vicious. Watch, and he drops a rat into the cage, and you see them like hiss and bite over the. They kind of tie up into a knot as they wrestle to get a hold of this rat. Yes, only the strong survive in this climate. Got to keep them well fed. He turns to you and puts his arms behind his back. So, you lot are looking for work, I hear.
Something along those lines. I expected someone else to speak up first.
Hmm. Well, we have many a job lined up. Lots of little matters that need tying up. Loose ends, you see.
Yes, we're very interested. Please do tell us some more.
Very well. There seems to be some thieves on the loose. They're going from town to town. They go under the guise of a certain trading merchant. You may have heard of them. Torg's Caravan?
I believe we've heard something of them, yes.
We've heard of them recently, haven't we?
Yeah, you have actually. Well, you'd be doing the whole 10 towns a favor, because all of their wares are in fact ill-gotten goods, plundered from either graves or battlefields. I'm surprised no one didn't remark on their blood-spattered tunics and rusted weapons before, but our informants have given us enough information that we feel, we feel it's time to strike out. As the iron is hot. I hear they're traveling and they've made shop in Bryn Shander.
So are we talking...
We request that...
Are we talking captured and get back what they stole, or are we talking deal with the problem?
Well, I will see... That I'll let you see too. It is your first assignment. So we'll see just how messy of a job you make it. If you can do it cleaner, then all the better.
I'm confused.
But I would rather you kept this quiet. Honestly, if there's if you follow the order, you shouldn't have any trouble whatsoever. Again, our informant tells us that they often tend to go to the bars in the evening. And during that night, you might be able to sneak into their caravan and simply regain the lost goods without any conflict.
This sounds really easy. And no offense, but if it's easy, why hasn't this been dealt with yet?
They have hired muscle. Looks like a mercenary type as well. But the merchants, make no mistake, are not simple guild artisans, no. They're hardy dwarves, equipped with battle hammers and the like, crossbows. They know their ill-gotten goods will probably catch up with them, and have planned accordingly. They've got hired muscle.
It's always dwarfs around these parts.
So? Well,
you said these
little.
things were stolen. They were thieves, but their owners are already dead.
Mm-hmm.
Where should you return them to then?
To our garrison, of course. Targos is one of the most powerful military forces in Icewindale, so we could use the extra equipment.
So you're saying let's steal from thieves?
Make no mistake, some of the ill-gotten goods are from our own militia. I can assure you.
And what would the payment be if we were to complete this task for you?
Well, consider this a test of your abilities. Should you prove useful, and as you said yourself, it is an easy task. This is more of just an introduction.
So
If you can prove yourselves worthy, then... No, not quite. He does smirk though, and says, no, if you prove yourselves adept, then we will have a much more interesting job lined up for you. one that really tests your capabilities.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Mm.
I like the sound of this. What about the rest of you?
You can roll insight checks as he says all of that.
Oh, I'll save my insight.
Oh, I'm so aware right now. I'm on it.
You absolutely get the impression that you are basically being tested with a kind of simple, easy task that could go sideways, right? There are absolutely ways that this could go wrong, but what a perfect way to test people when the situation goes to shit. He kind of needs people to be able to think on their feet and stuff. But you can absolutely tell this is an introductory kind of test to see if you're worthy of joining the Zents, right? They're going to start you off with some sort of less than savory, but not quite a crossing the line type of deal. And then slowly but surely, when they say a true test of your capabilities, it doesn't just mean like physically. You think he kind of gathers, you kind of gather that he's talking about morally as well. He's trying to gauge just how far you will go.
I'll
But
be real here. I think I could send Tracker in to do this on his own. As a group, I think we got this.
Yeah.
Well, I like the confidence.
You
Perfect,
said
well then.
Shander?
Yes, Bryn Shander.
I'm saying this out of character. We don't really have time if we need to be back at that other place in a day. Are we just?
Yeah.
Are we going to even follow this up, or are we just going to attack these guys, beat them to death? Should we reconvene downstairs?
That was your plan.
Yeah, our
That
plan
was
was
your plan.
to egg them up. But if
Yeah.
we're not egging them...
Yeah, I mean, we've got them.
They don't know that. You hear the hissing of these snakes fighting over one another, and he says, "Yes, it's only a matter of time before one turns on another. Go hungry enough, and you'll always find a rat."
Well, I think we should go downstairs and have a drink and prepare.
Very
at
good.
The bar.
Before we leave, I'll point to the cage. These snakes seem very crowded. You don't have a bigger cage for them?
Nonsense. There's plenty of room. A snake is not 3 feet wide. That's just their token.
No, I mean...
They look like they have plenty of room.
Snakes do need way more room than they're big, because there's like 3 snakes in them. They're gonna attack each other.
Can I buy one of the snakes off him?
He says,
But yeah, I'm trying to see if I can let one out, so to speak.
nonsense. No. We're keeping them in the cage. And no, they're not for sale. Unless you want to lose a finger. These ones are only trained by me. They're not familiar with other hands, see, so...
Not even for like 20 gold?
Ha! You think they're worth that? Like I said, these are imported from the jungles of Chult. Very exotic creatures.
How important?
And
Just give me a
they-
number.
And if I wanted to
I want to eat
20
one.
gold... Eat one. You do realize their worth is far more than just a simple snack. These
Yeah, but-
act as messengers across the Dale.
Have you ever eaten one? Maybe they're delicious.
You couldn't pay someone 20 gold to go across the Dale in the freezing cold to deliver a message.
Are you sure that's what
And-
we've been paid so far?
We've paid less to do that, actually.
We are paid less.
Okay. Maybe we should chill on the snakes and argue about them. We should really go downstairs and have a drink.
I guess we gotta put something in with the labor board for mercenaries.
But one seemingly possibly dumb question before we go is, what do the rats eat? Because it's everywhere.
Rats.
Everywhere in 10 Towns is very scarce of food, and the rats got to have some kind of food supply. And there's a lot of rats. There are a lot more than I would expect for the food supply. What do they eat?
Well, they pick up whatever little crumbs they can manage, I guess.
Just seems like
Honestly, it doesn't take much to feed a rat.
If you say so.
So I have a question towards the party, like, so out of character, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like we are alone in the room with their leaders, right? And they wanna send us off to God knows where, right? But we don't have time for that shit.
Yes,
our
we are
weapons-
alone
we'd have to
with
get
two.
our weapons before.
I
we
mean,
don't-
you need to get your weapons.
Either we need to get weapons, or one of you just attacks now, and then we're just in that situation.
Right, we don't have weapons. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, there is
So-
one
so-
thing that I'm concerned about. There is 4 rooms that are unaccounted for. There might be more people upstairs.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, since we don't have weapons, the point is moot, right?
Yeah, like my whole thing about getting a drink was, to hint to everyone that we're going to the bar specifically,
Yeah.
which is where our weapons are.
And also, I kind of slightly concerned that we're about to kill the Targos captain of the guard and speaker. Unless we're going to do it so quietly that nobody finds out.
Oh wait, they are the speaker and the captain of the guards. They are the scumbags.
If I've heard, unless I've heard that wrongly, I thought that's what Senrith said.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the captain of the guard, and that is the speaker of Targos.
Okay.
Correct.
we know speakers are historically not that strong.
Yeah, I'm more just thinking, do we have evidence that they're shifty as fuck?
I mean,
before we
Have you heard the guy speak?
We do have evidence because that was in an earlier thing, but those yellow cloaked guys that we fought in Goodmead, they all have those stupid winged snakes with them. Like it's like their sign. They're like criminals. They're like a mafia of sorts.
So, in answer to your question, you have a hunch. You don't have actual evidence.
We have a pretty strong hunch.
Wait. I need to recall his wording. Didn't he say that the Zens might have a job for us, or
Didn't say anything. Nope, didn't
Okay.
mention the Z word. Nope.
Mhm.
As far as you
Okay.
know, you're working for the town speaker, and he wants you to put some thieves, steal from thieves. This clever guy. He hasn't
Mhm.
spilled any beans, and he's made it seem just like any other town quest, where you would be going off and doing the 10 towns are good.
No,
But the
but
inside
okay.
check's going to reveal more that he was setting this up as a potential
Oh yeah,
introductory
that's what it works.
quest, and more like indoctrinating you into the Zents potentially. Not that you know that they are the Zents or anything, but there's no iconography in the room aside from flying snakes. But these are Zents. That's up to you. If you feel like you've got enough to pull the trigger, that's up to you. But it does sound like they have more, perhaps unsavory tasks for you once this one's done.
Maybe that's the evidence we'll need. Maybe we need to get in a bit more.
You could inquire. You could ask, like, what the second quest
Bellamy
is.
is well
Bellamy's
known
with you, yeah,
about
I guess.
the. No, is he with us?
But yes.
Oh fuck!
Can you see him?
Where? Oh, there. Hello. Pink
Um,
snake.
Has Bellamy got evidence? Did he say if he had evidence?
He's done as much research as you guys have, and some. So yeah, you could ask him if you want, but There's nothing stopping you from leaving and going downstairs.
Yeah.
All the same.
Downstairs, I think we need to talk it over a wee bit more, just see what evidence we've got, or is there likely to be evidence in this room that we could uncover?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't want to make ourselves outlaws.
Mm-hmm. Captain Scath will see you downstairs.
Of course.
Right this way. Leave that door alone.
Oh,
What you doing?
Ooh.
Yep, he leads you down. There's another rat. But nonetheless, you can get down there. Stef,
There.
you moving?
Can you move me, please?
I can,
must be
but
the
it's your
people, so
character, and I don't want to have to move you around all the time.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I still have to
no.
do something for work on the side. I'm really sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm a bit tied up.
All right, so you make it. No worries. You make it downstairs. You get your weapons back from Aldrich, and Captain Scath is still standing by the stairwell, sort of watching you guys.
hmm.
I will tell you a little bit more. The informant, they are one of the dwarves. One of the dwarves working for Torga Icefang. They are to meet you at midnight. If we can get one of our messengers out, then the plan is you'll meet at midnight and then gather back all the stolen goods. He will begin making sure that the others are fairly inebriated at one of the local taverns. So, if all goes to well, then you shouldn't have any conflict. You can be back by tomorrow, in fact.
Oh, thank you.
With the stolen
Sounds-
goods, of course. The town meeting is literally tomorrow.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, will the
This
speaker
is
be attending the council meeting tomorrow?
Of course he will. He doesn't shirk his duties. Our
Okay.
speaker is very responsible and holds a great authority within the meetings. People listen to him.
Very good, very good. And so we would, if he has already departed, we would bring the stolen goods to you.
Yes.
Very good, very good.
Bring them back to the Luskan Arms. Either myself or Aldrich will vouch for your success.
Understood. Thank you.
So, group, are we heading out fast, or are we, sticking around for a reason?
We're supposed to meet at
with
midnight,
that-
right?
I'm asking you if
Captain
we're, like,
Scath does head back upstairs.
yeah, I'm asking if we can go upstairs and kill them or not.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
assuming we take a seat out of
I think
earshot, and we want to ask Bellamy, do we have any evidence, or does he have any evidence that would that we could draw on?
Can't
if we
we can't
attacked
discuss
them?
this here. You know, there's literally rats under the floorboards, so but this does sound like a psionic job.
Mm-hmm.
Psionic crystal kind of job to me.
Hmm.
Because you go watching eyes everywhere. Things lurking under the floorboards. But if you want to discuss this, Stef has it. Stef has the ability to do so.
I mean, I'm open to anything, really.
All right. So we either need to leave here, or Steph needs to talk psionically to Bellamy, if I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically,
And then relay the message to
make
the
sure you
rest
don't
of the
give away
group.
anything. Yeah, effectively, if you're saying that you're just relaying messages, then you can have a conversation whilst just drinking around the bar. But yeah,
While you're
Bellamy.
drinking and stuff, maybe I should care for some plants. You know how to find me or reach me, I guess. And I'll go outside the Juniper, near the warehouse.
Okay,
If they're
sure.
going to talk with telepathy, they should be able to reach me anyways.
Okay. Sure. You'll probably be back in about 30 seconds once everyone decides that they want to kill these guys. But sure, you
Yeah.
can leave. All right. So Bellamy says,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, we've been following the Zents for a while now. So we were getting closer. We're getting evidence. And I think we got a bit too close because Ezekiel, they turned on him. Like they knew that he was up to something. But that was all the way back in Goodmead. But we definitely had evidence on Shanda Froth. He was giving out bribes. He was hiring muscle. Had family in Targos. And I mean, doesn't that point enough to Targos? What else? I've never seen a tavern be so heavily armed before. Yeah, I get it. The speaker lives here. But even that of itself is a little suspicious. Everyone else in 10 Towns has their own speaker house. But he's running his business right out of the tavern. Yeah, seems a little odd. That, and you have your missing cauldron. We already know that was here.
So
And if, let's
Wasn't
put it this
there-
way, well,
wasn't there
the way
also
I
this-
see it, right?
Yes.
The cauldron
Sorry.
was stolen from East Haven, right? And the person who went missing during that theft, as you tell me, is a tiefling named Prudence. And she also had snakes in a cage. And she also offhandedly once said that she had family in Targos. Just the way Shanda Froth did. And we got hard evidence on Shanda. There's too many connecting lines for it to not be a coincidence. Then she was, yeah, and you saw her. You literally saw her today, and she's around the stolen cauldron. So you know she stole it. You know she's got family in Targos, the same as Shanda Froth, and he's definitely with the Zents. I mean, I think you got all the evidence you need, really.
Yeah.
He's just keeping his cards close to his chest.
And is that enough to incriminate the speaker of the town? That is my question.
I mean, how can you incriminate somebody when the guard is probably on their side? You know, I don't think they care. I think they know. I think this is a we take justice in our own hands situation.
So we're going upstairs and killing them then.
Sounds like it.
Yesterday, you saw the captain of the guard literally come out of the warehouse. If he doesn't know his own inventory, then I don't know. You ain't got no right being a captain of the guard, huh?
Yeah.
He's definitely failed the town if he's not in on it.
All right.
He's so in on it.
Okay. So
Oh, we can test them. Just to make sure. Ask them about the coin.
be back in 2 seconds, guys.
I'm just waiting to see like Stef make a move and then like to go upstairs, and I'll just follow
You
up.
make
I guess we're
move.
doing it then.
Why me?
Because you're talking psychically with Bellamy, so if
Yeah.
you get up and start walking towards the stairs, that
Okay.
means
he
we've decided
isn't-
we're killing.
Yeah.
them.
Look, he's relaying the message to the rest of the party, right?
Yeah, I'm just relaying.
What? I thought you two were just having this
Yeah.
conversation. We're not hearing it because
No,
No, people
I
might hear
mentioned that. Yeah, but I also mentioned that he could psionically relay it to everyone else. It would take a
Oh,
minute or
okay.
so. But you're hearing what this conversation is.
Okay.
It just eliminates the danger of anyone being listening in on you. But
okay. Well,
Mm.
I'm gonna say
but Bellamy
Yeah,
seems to think
I'm
you got all the
gonna-
evidence you need.
I'm gonna tell Steph to like tell everyone to put a coin on the table. Heads up if we're going upstairs. Tails if you think we should make a new plan. And I'm gonna put
All
my
right.
coin up saying heads, so that way like we could all just
It's not
quickly decide this.
puts heads.
Everyone else heads or
Faith,
tails?
I
Faith
put up,
hesitates.
I put up Winged snake.
The tails.
The Centaurum coin.
Yeah, so tails. Yeah, we get what it is, but there wasn't a clear message, which Roki was trying to let you. Like, Roki's like, wants a clear yes or no, and you're like, I'm gonna put my glass upside down and my straw up my nose.
Yep.
Like, what does that mean? Ah. Faith is hesitating though. She clearly doesn't know what is best. In fact, Faith's been a little bit off in the past couple of days. You felt, but he's maybe she didn't sign up for all of this.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Hello, Beck. I'm dead.
Roki's calling for a vote whether you should go upstairs or not, in the form of
We don't
either
have
putting
to.
heads to go up.
We don't have to kill
I mean, a
them, but
vote's
we have
good.
to deal with them.
Deal with them, sure. So, so Roland, do you want to go up and deal with them, or do you feel like you need to take more
Make a new
time, gather more evidence, make a new plan, whatever it is? Tails just means you're vetoing going ahead with going upstairs.
I think we should do it and hope to hell we find stronger evidence than we've got, which feels a bit circumstantial at best. But do you know, once they're dead, hopefully we can, or incapacitated, hopefully we can find something that will demonstrate that they're rascals.
And the last thing you would know, Roland, is that this speaker is one of the lot who are rigging the lotteries.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. And as that thought occurs to me, I immediately run up and smite him.
Okay, let's.
Yeah. So we're going there?
Bellamy says heads. That sounds like a majority already, unless Stef wants to bail out, or.
No, I'm down for some killing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Aldrich stops you guys for a moment. Like, can I help you guys? You heading back up, or you forgot something? I can go up and grab it for you if you like. Guys, you just gonna roll an insight check on that hesitation?
Yeah. He's very insightful.
He seems a little bit gullible. He's almost big smile, looking at you with bright eyes. He's not as heavily scarred as the other guards. He hasn't seen the sign of a murderer. You know, he's not seen that look in
And
people's
we're
eyes
not
before when they're
murderers.
ready to do battle.
Yeah.
We prefer
When he
Well, maybe.
heroes of
when he
justice.
approaches us, I will say him.
Mhm.
When we went down, I thought I lost a coin, and I picked this one up, and now I'm looking at it. This doesn't seem to be mine. Do you remember it? And I hold up the cent coin. I think it's
He
from
looks
the
at it.
speaker.
You can roll it. You can
That's
roll
what I say.
insight checks. He looks at it and how a peculiar coin there. You know, we get lots of different travelers in the Luskan Arms. Not to mention, this place is practically lifted up from Luskan itself. Some of the floorboards might have had old coins from it long ago, and a rat might have, I don't know, brought it with them for all we know. You can tell he's coming up with bullshit. Like, he's looking around, looking for answers, looking at the Luskan Arms, and that's the first thing that comes to mind. But you can also see him kind of like, there's like a nervous smile on his face, and he takes a step back. No, like perhaps just
Alright, I'm gonna stab him.
instinctually.
I'm speeding him. I'm just doing it.
Wait, are we
Holy
attacking
fuck.
Aldrich as well?
Yep.
Apparently,
We can't. Well, he's.
I
gonna
didn't
run
think
in.
we were attacking these two guys. I thought it was just the two upstairs.
Is Aldrich
No.
not? Is he not? Is in? Is that? Is the whole group not them? If I misunderstood.
There's
roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh boy. Looks like you're going before him. So he's kind of caught off guard.
Wouldn't
got
it be a
these-
surprise round anyway if we just pulled weapons on him?
No, because he is aware
'cause you're
of
not hidden.
where we are.
You're not hidden. If someone in front of you draws a sword and goes to swing at you, you don't just stand there and look at it.
Maybe
You
not
have
wrong.
something called reflexes.
I was genuinely going to go surprise the guys upstairs by blinding them, but it's too late for that now. That would have been a good surprise round. Hey, you're blind.
Did I get any special
Yeah.
powers from eating the rat earlier?
Yes, you get +1 movement speed.
Sweet.
So now you got 31 movement speed, which should really come in useful.
Sweet.
Such a
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, if there's ever like a tiebreaker and like, I don't know, something stupid.
Yeah, I'll
So
hold you
Roland,
to
looks
that.
like you get
Amazing.
you get that attack. You can do exactly as you say and take a stab at him.
Fantastic.
Oh,
I love how Roland, you're like almost in and both out of game, a little confused as to whether this guy is a scent or not. But that kind of fits Sir Roland, right? It's like
It's very much so. Right. Shit, I can't remember how to do this.
Roland, this
Imagine
looks
killing
awful
him.
much like the squire who stole your horse. He has
yeah,
a lot
does this
of
look
squire in him.
familiar? You look familiar.
this guy.
You stole my horse. Shit, he is
Okay,
taking a
then
wound
he's-
already.
Right.
Didn't instantly kill
No,
him.
he's
Right. And I'll
he
get straight into my
he
bonus.
is unsuspecting of this. He's got these trusting eyes, and he's just like, looks back up at you. You stabbed me! Oh god! He's like almost horrified, like he doesn't know what to do.
Time
What-
to
why-
die.
Why did we stab Aldrich? It was the two upstairs.
Owen immediately rushes behind the kitchen, closes the door, locks it.
It's the two upstairs
At
with the
this point, he
villains.
pulls himself away. Shit. Yeah, I mean, this is happening. Faith looks also equally horrified, like, oh, this is why I wasn't sure. This is why I didn't put my coin down. She's racking her head, like, what do I do? She's just gonna
Faith, can
rush
you
up.
go to Owen and
Dash.
tell them that we are not here to harm him? Can you make sure he's okay?
Yes, sure.
Yes, run after
Yeah,
him
she
because
rushes over
it
to-
seems very not threatening.
She does like shout across the bar, like, just stay hidden. Don't come out of the galley. What did you call it? Yeah. She says, we're not here to harm you. Stef, you're up.
Well, you know how this goes. I will activate my blade sound.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't kill Aldrich. I don't think
Fuck.
he's part of the problem.
I'll move up to Ulrich and
I mean, by extension, he actually is part of the problem, but
Yeah, he was going to warn them.
Oh god. Are you doing this non-lethally? Well, it's
I
piercing damage.
will try to do it non-lethal if you allow me to in some way, but I have a piercing short sword, so
Yeah, you would need to do bludgeoning on like hit him with the butt of your sword effectively.
can we just say I'm hitting him with the flat side of my sword? Because that's a thing. you can
Sure.
do.
In which yeah, it is. In which case you're probably just doing minimum damage, something like 3 rather than the full piercing 6, right? So I'm going to say he is actually still alive in this moment.
Okay, so he's knocked out.
Okay.
Is he knocked out?
No, we're going to say that you do if
Never
you want to
mind,
use a
I'm
flat of the
killing him.
sword.
Never
can.
mind that I'm killing him. I'm not gonna waste another round of combat on this guy.
A round of combat. We still got Bellamy and Tracker left, so if you think this one guy is putting up enough of a threat that he's going to suddenly like action surge, jump in initiative, use time stop, then pull out 6 swords and go like, you know, Naruto style on you.
But if he does some bullshit like run away and alarm the guards, I'm gonna be really bad. But okay, I'm not killing him.
Okay.
I'm hitting him with the blunt side of my sword.
You got it. Bellamy's up, Dash is over.
and he's gonna eat guy.
I think he's a little slow off the mark, I'm afraid. But I think he can still. I think he can actually Zephyr Strike and get over here, so that's not a problem. E2 will use the flat end of a sword, basically just going for minimum damage. It's We'll do again like 5 damage, I believe.
You rolled a 1,
Yeah,
so that's
5
5
damage is enough. Yeah, it's enough to knock him out. And yeah, Bellamy just like leaps up over the table and then just clocks him with the hilt of the blade, and Aldrich falls back, stumbling into the chairs, and makes a bit of a noise, obviously, as he kind of collapses with a thud. And we're going to stay in initiative order for that exact reason.
Mm-hmm.
And he did shout out as well, like, "What's happening?" Yeah, he's out though, unconscious.
Kill him.
Okay. Tracker, you're up.
Oh. If I rage and dash, I can still go. I still am raging until the next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can then use your bonus action to rage again. Which storm did you pick?
The tundra, the snow for the temp HP.
Okay, cool. All right, so everyone gets a little bit of temp HP. Nice.
So okay, that's 30 feet, and then for dash. And then feline agility, is that my normal movement or is that literally
Double.
the movement I already did? So it's another 60?
Oh no, it's only your movement.
So my
Jesus.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, Roki.
I kind of want to just like make sure he's stable, and I'm like, I didn't think we were gonna kill Aldrich, and then use the rest of my movement to just start heading towards the stairs.
Yeah, he's breathing,
Assuming
but
he's fine. Okay.
he's bleeding out of his nose. That definitely is one of his first scars. I know, right?
Oh,
But-
poor guy.
It's like a-
Yeah, my scars.
Hope the rats don't
Yeah.
eat him to death while we're upstairs.
Snorpus.
I would hazard a bet.
Not
the
stashed.
rats are
Oh,
decent
Snorp dashed,
people.
okay.
There's no way they're feeding rats or feeding people to them.
This is somebody's already upstairs, I guess.
There is a door you can hear like open up on its hinges. Someone pokes their head out, like,
Mhm.
"What was that noise?" And Neth Maxodar just peeks around the corner, seeing you charging up the corridor with a swirling wind and an axe drawn. He says,
I don't have any weapons drawn. But as he comes out, I'll say, "There's intruders. I'm here to protect. I'll guard the door."
"Oh, he fires a hand. He fires a hand crossbow at you. I don't think he's taking chances." Don't know why that's low. What? Oh my god, my snakes are
an
making me roll disadvantage.
Go
That's
snakes!
stupid. Yeah, apparently. You take
3 damage.
Yeah.
wait,
just,
sorry.
No. 2.
Oh, you round up.
Always. The piercing damage hits you. Shrug it off. You don't even feel it. The tundra has shielded you, though he does have a multi attack. So we'll fire a second shot. Again, just taking the highest because these snakes are supposed to be friendly to him. But yeah, another hit. For... You're actually raging, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to actually hit rage on your character sheet?
Oh, I didn't.
No, you've activated the Tundra effect, but not the Rage effect, because I had to put them on 2 separate effects because you can't stack auras. Yeah, cool. There you go. You hear the cage kind of unlock, and you hear the hissing sound of several snakes, who I'm also going to roll onto initiative. Cool. All right. So Roland, you're up. I'm going to back away as well.
I will just use dash and get to
Okay.
here. And I'll just say tracker are there. Can you see? What can you see, tracker?
Speaker went into his home room again.
Okay, right.
Oh.
If you're not being attacked, I'm not going to put sanctuary on you just now. Then I'll just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's with my with my action, I will.
Well, you do see 3 flying snakes coming down the corridor, actually.
I mean, yeah, that's after his turn, so that's not happening just yet.
True.
In fact, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on Tracker.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sounds good. Just in
Way
time,
better.
as 3 serpents fly around the corner and begin biting into him.
Do I get a reaction on that one that's just above him?
I guess you do, but he's got half cover from being just a bit around the corner.
Okay.
So, there you go. Go for it.
Oh yeah, bum.
It's saying it's 15 feet away, so maybe I don't.
Ah, I know why. It's because it's slightly up in the air. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they are, of course, flying. They're just biting around the top of Tracker's head, trying to go for the eyes. Okay. One missed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another one. That one's gonna hit. And you feel
Plus
venom
8.
being injected into you. You can have a... Let me just roll a con save? No, there's no con save for this. Just poison
What?
damage on a hit.
Oh, poison damage.
Mhm. Yeah, so the piercing you almost completely shrug off, no problem, but suddenly your veins are filled with toxic venom. This rat absolutely shits his pants and flies up the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one doesn't have flanking. Oops. Which still hits. These snakes are vicious. And even with the Shield of Faith, it seems as like they are just barely able to get underneath his neck and sink its fangs right into your jugular. And my god, Tracker, you're barely standing from that. Faith is up. Gonna
Doesn't he
quickly
get
dash
off
again.
the-
Sorry?
Isn't it Half-Life then? Or...
Hmm?
You said barely left standing, but he's...
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm literally barely
Jack
left
is-
standing.
Okay.
Tracker's on 4 HP because these snakes are no joke. Captain
they're
Scout
cheating.
heads out.
I mean, doesn't he get half damage from that? Because
No,
he-
it's poison damage.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not every barbarian is a totem barbarian, sadly. Captain Scath heads outside of the door. I knew it. I always had an inkling about you lot. Something wasn't right. And he's going to fire the heavy crossbow down the corridor towards you. That will miss, though. Shield of Faith does deflect the shot. He starts reloading. Let me check something.
Reloading is a bonus action.
That is... Yeah, he can't... Yeah, so he does have multi-attack. Yeah, okay. I guess he can go take another shot. Ah, you're good. He also takes cover along the other side of the... Actually, no, he's going to... Get back, Mr. Speaker. He heads back into the room here.
Get back, Mr.
And
President.
that's his go. Steph, you're up.
Oh, well, I'm going upstairs, I guess. Look, Jibbles.
Mm-hmm.
How much movement? Wait, fuck, I'm moving Roki. No. So, I'll use 25 of speed of movement to get up. Jibbles, can you move that up here too? Oh. Something's really weird here for me. Give me... Oh, never mind. There we go. That means I have 45. I used 25. Tracker almost dead. Chibus doesn't have any more movement. No, I don't want you, Chibus. There we go. We will use... I mean, I'll use the Scorching Ray on the snakes.
Alright. Rip. I wanna change up the music. Okay, 1 hit.
Another hit.
2 hit. That is a blasted, charred little serpent on the floor.
Yeah. And I'll end my turn.
They're both
Very
on the
good.
same target? Oh wait, no, it's only 1 hit.
It was 2
Tell
hits,
me-
but they were on the same target. It was
Okay.
enough to kill them. It was 11 fire damage. I guess they have like 10 HP.
They are going to need to Zephyr Strike again if they want to get anywhere. Yeah, might as well send it. Alright, Zephyr Strike number 2. Which gives them just enough movement to catch up to this here snake and unload a slicing broadsword attack. That is... yeah, you'll... Yes, use the extra dice. So the Zephyr Strike comes around, whirling around. He slices the head off of this snake. Got your back, just like old times, huh? Oh, wait.
No, we never fought.
They never.
That's
knew
right.
each other.
Never mind. Fuck it. Tracker, you're
Yeah,
up.
just like old times, Melanie. Slice the head right off. I'll shout that. That's a salvage.
If I were to attack now, oh wait, since I took like a gazillion damage, I don't need to bonus action rage to keep it going, right?
You do if you want to. You don't get continued rage by taking attacks anymore. Only by making attacks and forcing saving throws. So, yeah.
So, do I need to use my bonus action to keep it going, or if I attack,
We'll
it's still
see.
going?
If before the end of your turn, if you haven't attacked or forced a saving throw, then yes, you will need to use your bonus action. But I would say use that last, unless
Yeah,
you
I used-
have something you need to do as a bonus action.
I wanted to use my bonus action to get the temp HP back again.
Okay.
But if
You
you
could
say
potentially
I-
lose rage. Yes.
Hmm.
If you don't attack or make a saving throw,
I am definitely gonna attack. That's for sure.
then that makes your rage continue.
Cool.
I'm gonna unload
Uh,
lay on of hands on you in a minute on my next turn. So
I am gonna make sure the snake dies.
All right, reckless it is.
oof.
That one's dead. Chopped straight in twain. 2 little thuds on the ground.
Let's. Why is there an error? Anyway, everyone already. Okay, never mind. Chibbles gets 2 temp HP as
Looks
well.
good. Yep, they have it. It's more than their health bar.
Okay.
Chibbles, you're fucking invincible.
Wait, let's get just behind. No, wait.
I got
I...
a stack of effects right now.
No, I'm gonna take a bit cover.
Hide. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's
Be
full cover
careful.
behind there. Roki's up.
The
Oh, no.
The speaker comes out to shoot.
15 more feet here. And I can't see any enemies from
Yep.
here.
There
You
are
see
no
a bunch
enemies
of
in the
dead,
hallway.
chopped up snakes here. But they're all dead now. Yeah.
Everyone okay up here?
No.
I'll say is
Track is full of arrows.
Get a nice healing word.
No, I'm full of poison. Oh yeah, and 2 bolts.
Ah, you look fine. Oh, my done there.
Okay. Here you go. Snob goes up the stairs. You want him to dash? Or do you want him to take cover?
Okay. If Snorp is gonna dash, would he be able to get in one of the chambers?
Yes.
Like this one?
As a free, as a free action, he dives into the room behind, and
Just
you
let-
hear him
see.
yelp. Ah!
Oh no.
Oh, it's just a rat. Don't worry. Sorry, scared you guys.
I'll
Excellent enough.
point that room. That room is clear.
Okay. Maxwell Dinar pokes his head out once again. We need to do a cunning action first. Yeah. Alright. So he's ducked out of line of sight real quick. Let's see if we can get a stealth check going. Shit.
He's very good at hiding.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, he's not fooling Bellamy, that's for sure. I don't think he can hide from anyone with that. So that's annoying. I guess yeah, he's only got a shot on Bellamy by the looks. So he just take 2 pops with his hand crossbows.
Is he still firing at disadvantage? What the fuck?
Yeah,
There's
for some
an
reason,
enemy
but that's a
next to
hit.
him. It would be a hit, yeah.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's that. I think it's something else now. That one's a miss though.
This, yeah.
They're coming this way.
Might
Lock
it
the
be because
door.
it's dark? It's a human. He doesn't have dark vision.
No, because they don't have vision. So, plus there is light in that room. So Roland, you're up.
All right. I will move to here, and I will do a lay on hands.
Because of range.
Right, where's lay on hands?
Oh.
I've not figured out how to.
But if it's ranged, then it is with disadvantage.
Yeah, I guess it is.
In that
Alright,
case,
as
one
you
of
were,
the bullets
Roland.
would have hit me.
I want to drop
Would
10
not.
hit points onto tracker from my lay on of hands. I've not worked out how to do it at this end. Just
Oh, yeah, you just say however many you want to use, and then just
Okay.
take them off the lay of hands, and then I'll just add them to tracker.
Okay. 10, please.
Ooh.
Okay.
So leave me with 5.
So I'll leave you with 5 left.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, and there's not a lot else I can do except move forward. Is it 10 or 30 feet? Okay, to move, isn't it?
Yeah.
You moved 10
I think
feet already.
You've moved.
Oh,
You've moved
sorry.
10 feet, yeah, already. So that's all right. You're about there. Cool.
Right, that's my turn.
No worries. And answer your question earlier. Yeah, he had enough movement to go out down the corridor, get a 30-foot shot, and then get back. So, Faith. Okay. Faith's still downstairs. She's catching up though. She's gonna rush across to you and dash into cover tracker. The captain. He's gonna poke his head out. He's got his heavy crossbow loaded, ready. I guess, yeah, seeing you out of cover, he's gonna take the shot. More bolts come flying down the corridor, straight underneath your spolder, and then reloads, fires a second, This time you're able to bring up the shield just in time. Concentration check. Fuck, that failed. That's a 5. Shield of Faith dissipates from Tracker, and he ducks back inside. This time you hear the door close.
Loading. Because of the time required to load this weapon, you can fire only one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it. Regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make.
Oh, it does so. Well, okay. Either way, he's missed on both second shots anyway. Stef's up. And he's probably not going to be using it for much longer anyway. He's got 2 swords he's drawing. Stef?
Yep.
But guess that's all I'm
Wait,
fine.
where are they? I can't see them.
They are probably in the room where we talk to them.
Wait, I moved 10 and I can move another 30. I'll just stand behind Roland. Can't really do anything else, so I'll end my turn there.
Yeah, you could dodge if you like.
Oh, I'll take the dodge action, sure. Do I have to
Alright,
feature
sounds
it?
good. Alright, Bellamy's up.
Can I activate the dodge action somehow from my stat sheet?
You just
You
right
already
click your
did.
character, it's already on. Right click your character, where it
Yeah.
says assign status effects, you click that, and the dodge action is like on the second to last row.
Where does it say assign status effects? I don't
Right
know.
click your token. Top right, yeah. Alright. Bellamy is gonna just quickly dash into cover. Play by their rules kind of thing. He's out of Zephyr Strike, so Tracker, you're up. You got rid of the dodge.
I will dash, move over there, bonus action, continue rage, and my turn.
Okay, Roki.
But pull away. I always forget how it works and like trying to like hold a spell. Like, could I like? Do I want to cast hold person on this guy when he comes out? Can I like hold that?
Okay.
Like cast it when he comes
You
out.
can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
What it means is
Yeah,
you'd be concentrating for that moment. It's about to happen. Did you want to do it on a particular person, or just anyone?
Whoever comes out the door first.
Okay.
It's 60 feet, and that's a I've actually made
Yep.
a thing. I meant to draw a measuring thing.
Yeah, you
that's
can,
65.
Nope. Snob will have to get to here and then hold it. Snob's going to hold his action to dash. The door opens. And you can cast Whole Person.
Nice. Got this, guys.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, it's him that
As
failed.
soon as he
Yeah,
steps
good,
out-
Yeah. That's
You
what
see
I'm
him paralyzed. In fact, I'm curious as to ask, what does your Whole Person look like?
It's kind of like he's just being constricted by. It's like a similar light to like a sacred flame, which just grabbed him, and he's like he's held up. So the light's like barely emanating, but you can kind of see it, and he's so tight up that you can tell something's holding him.
Ooh, yeah. Paralyzing light shot through his limbs. Nice. So Roland, you see the opportune time. He is stuck there. What is this? Just at the door frame here. But go ahead, Graham.
Say again, sorry.
Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry.
I'd say go deal with the other guy. This guy's stuck there for a minute, possibly, unless he hits a good saving throw.
Which could actually just be a good time to wheel on him and get him out of the fight.
That's
Oh,
great.
yeah. Good point, Roki, because he does get a save at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
So, that'll be right now, right? Because you got it on him. He's paralyzed. He loses his whole turn and then rolls again, right?
Right.
Okay. See how that goes.
I'll roll it. Save wisdom. Yeah, he's still paralyzed.
Right. He's about to be a lot more.
Somebody is about to get crit really, really badly.
A lot more
Right.
paralyzed. Jesus, that's horrible.
I'm going to resist using Divine Smite just because it will be a crit. But
I mean, do you get like a?
Oh my god, you crit! You crit! You crit!
Sure.
It's always a crit. It's no matter what happens, it's a crit. Alright,
sorry,
Track, don't worry.
sorry, Tracker. I was
The
still
fucking
actually
smite
Feel
him
good, I can
down.
undo
What
it.
are you doing?
Okay, cool.
Smite him to death. Bask in the glory.
right, and
Lord.
I'll fuck it, bonus attack as well.
Yeah. This is bludgeoning, right?
Jesus Christ.
And of course it's a crit. It's going to be a crit no matter what. This is whole person. Or that would knock him out if you were doing the... Is
It's
it the
piercing.
bludgeoning? Or, well, hold on.
This is the bludgeoning hit.
I gotta ask.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
is your butt end of your spear attack, right?
Yeah.
As
Shouldn't that do...
Oh, yeah.
I think you went with two-handed on that one. Hold on.
Oh.
One check.
It should be 2d4.
Yeah, it should be 2d4. You want to re-roll that real quick. So just roll 2d4, and then we'll add your modifier. Because I think that was a bit much.
Well, that's
6 plus 2, so 8.
6, so it's 5 more. Or 5 less.
It's fine, I've done it. He's taken
Nice.
8 bludgeoning damage. And he does weather the blow. He's still alive, but very badly wounded. And there's nothing he can do about it. Faith is up next. She sees now that the tide has turned. She will dash up to here. Scath.
That's
Damn
my
it.
turn.
Not yet,
Well, I
Captain.
can get all the way over there.
It's the captain's go.
Oh, wait. Then, never mind. I'll
Okay.
use my-
You're good.
if he comes within 10 feet of me, I'll just do a stabby.
That'll be now. He
wishes to-
just pokes his head around the corner and parries it just in time. With his own short swords that are now drawn. Sorry, no, long sword and a short sword. Tough situation. Oh boy. Okay. He is going to retaliate by taking a two swords towards you, Sir Roland. On guard, you scallywag! He's gonna take another swing. Curse it all! He's gonna make another longsword attack because he can. Yep, 3 attacks. Captain A is no joke.
I like to imagine Roland
When
accidentally
did
dodging.
Roland got damage?
When did Roland what now
Just now.
damage?
Oh, wait, never. It's
Shot
the,
him. Like,
the crossbow.
Yes.
I like to imagine
After
Roland
that-
isn't even like
Oh.
trying to dodge; it just happens. It's like his body just acts.
Drunken master.
Yeah.
was
Okay.
his armor's so rusted you can't tell what's actually his leather jerkin and what's his armor. He's gonna drag back Maxwell Dinar. Now you haven't got any more reactions, so you don't get an opportunity attack against him. But he's gonna close the door, and with his free action, he's just gonna lock that sucker. And
Lock the
Steph,
door,
you're
say
up.
free action.
They can't go out the window because that guy's dead if he jumps out a window. Or at least
True.
one of them is. Who's
Steph,
turn
it's
now?
your go.
Steph.
Well, I can move over here all the way, I guess. Yeah. Can
That's
I?
35. You can
Can
only
I?
move 31.
Can I attack the door?
You just went 5. There we go.
You can.
You've only got 31.
Yeah, I know. It's 441 technically right now.
I have 40.
Late songing.
Oh, so you could go that
Yeah.
far. My bad.
So that one movement
All
in
good.
comes in. Yeah, can I attempt an attack roll on the door, I guess?
You can. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, is it even locked? They just went in.
It is blocked, yeah.
They did lock it.
They
Yeah.
did,
Ah,
yeah.
that was quick.
Here's a question.
Mhm.
What is
Isn't it? Sorry.
Here's a question.
Well,
What
it's
is
actually-
like my best way of getting the door open for sure? Because I don't have bludgeoning damage, right?
Oh, I tried to target
Yeah.
it.
Well, the door will still take damage, but you're just gonna have to roll to hit, basically.
But what happens if I magic missile that fucking door?
That'll definitely do damage as well. Though again, it's not gonna blast it off its hinges, but you've got to do a certain amount of damage. But you won't miss.
Yeah, I'll do an
It's a sturdy
upcast.
wooden door.
Yeah, I'll do an upcast magic missile. Which is
All right.
41 plus 1, so it's 4 damage. And let's just roll
You got it.
for d4. It's yeah. 3 darts. 3 d. Why is upcast only 3? I thought upcast was 4. Or am I done?
3 extra.
3 extra.
So, no, you got 3. At what level are you casting at?
Second level.
So it'd be 4 darts, right?
Yeah, but it says here 1d4 plus. And it says 3 darts in the chat. You see that? But it would be 4,
4
I'm
darts.
right. Yeah.
Wait.
1d4.
So just roll
So-
another d4.
So upcast is
So
supposed to be
it's
a
that's-
11 plus 4, that's 15 damage in total.
That's correct. Yeah, 15 damage. All right. So let me just check the old HP on this thing. That busts open massive chunks of the wood, leaving it in almost tatters. There are like holes kind of through the door that you can see through as well. One more hit, and you can probably kick this thing through.
Okay,
Yeah,
Then
it's
my-
like really fucked up.
then my turn is over.
Okay, nicely done. Bellamy will head out, sees that you've already made work on the door, and sure, you could even fire a crossbow bolt and through there, but it would just be like 3/4 cover.
Well, the crossbow goes through one of the holes the Stef made. Damn it!
You know what? It's gonna go for
Really
it. There's
funny.
a little hole. Maybe take a shot through it. Okay, 1 second.
Wait, what if he
Open
targets
this
the guy with that's holds? It's automatically a crit anyway, right? Cover doesn't matter.
If he hits.
Wait, can you miss when it's a hold person? It's automatically a crit,
Yes. No. It's only a crit when you hit.
Also,
right? Okay.
and you have to be within 5 feet.
Okay.
So it doesn't actually make a difference. He's just going to go for the captain in this instance because. Yeah, I'm afraid can't get a good shot in. He's very heavily armored as well, this fella. But he's going to take a step back, reload, and wait for you guys to kick the door through. Tracker, you're up. Yeah, It's a light tap away from going down.
Does attacking the door still uphold my rage?
No, not normally, no. It has to be a creature. You've already got 10 HP, so I don't know what you're crying about.
I mean, Bellamy and Roland don't. Okay, I
Yeah,
will.
they're full HP.
Bellamy is, Roland isn't. I will get. I'll get rid of the. I'll get my Morning Star and sunder the door
Okay.
or attack the door.
Yep, just
whatever.
roll a hit. Do you want to do it recklessly? You can still do that.
No, I'm not gonna do it reckless.
Alright. Good luck. Roll a hit.
What are my modifiers? Plus 6.
Just roll the attack.
It-
You don't have to have something targeted to roll the attack. I don't think.
It just
click
gave
the
me an
just click
issue.
the weapon in
Okay.
your inventory. There you go.
That door.
Oh, there you go. You
fully
clip the fucking
gone.
thing. Oh yeah, fully smashed it off its hinges. The whole thing just scatters around in splintered wood. All right, that's your go, I assume, yeah.
Bonus action continue. Do I have still movement left? I can't move here, right?
You can, yeah.
Then I'll do that.
Roki.
I'll just.
Oh wait, if
Move
I
up
can move
here.
here, then I can also move. No wait, I can't.
Jesus.
Never mind. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hold anything. I don't want to run in front of everyone right now, so I'm just gonna move 30 and then I guess dash here, chill.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're holding one of the most important spells. Snork is up.
So,
Oh, we target. We stabbing this guy, or is he staying alive?
No, he's staying alive.
is he?
Oh,
Yeah,
all
I guess
right.
I'm actually controlling Snorb, if I remember.
Yeah, what would you like to do with him? He's just been dashing up till now, so it's not been a difference.
Oh, I can use the tentacle.
Yeah, you can, but there's only 2
No.
charges left.
Well, I'm hitting him.
Once
with,
they're gone, they're gone.
I'm hitting him with the butt of the dagger, I guess, so minimum damage.
Sure thing. So it'd be 2d4,
Four
be
damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 damage. He is very badly wounded. Like, we're talking like single digits. And there's still nothing you can do but weather through the pain. You can't even speak properly. The captain is like, all of you should stand down. You're fighting against the entire militia if you stand against me.
You should. I mean, can we offer them to stand on? Anybody want to convince me?
Feels- Someone would have to use their action to make it a real threat. But otherwise, it's sort of just back and forth. Oh, no longer paralyzed. Oh, he loses his go.
Oh yeah, it's yet.
Yeah, no, finally I finally get a nat 20. But so Roland, you're up.
All right. Is there? So the door is away now, yeah.
There's no door.
Yeah, there it is.
The door is a lie.
And,
You could even get in behind them. You took that route.
Yeah, I just want to be able to get in and attack the. Is the speaker? Is he mobile? Is he still fighting, or he's just become?
He's just
unparalyzed?
broken out of this light, and he looks around like, "What the? Why are you doing this?"
You were the one shooting me.
I heard Aldrich scream down there, stabbed an innocent man.
All right, I am going to. I'm going to go for the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He has not been harmed yet, but I take it back. He's now been harmed.
Got a smite on him.
Mm, okay.
Did that work?
That did the damage. Yeah, he rolled an extra 2d8.
Oofed.
So for a total of 20 damage.
Nice. And now I'm noticing on my sheet, the wee command to do the bonus action seems to have disappeared. I think that's why I ended up hitting the two-handed one last time, so I don't know what's happened there.
Ah, did it? I think you should be holding down V to do that.
Ah, right. Okay, thank you.
That's versatile damage, which will do the 1d4.
You're a star. Thank
There you go.
No, it is a 1d10. 20. No, wait, never mind. Never mind. I'm blind.
Children. It's good. All right, I've got it. Yeah. 5 damage. This guy's still weathering it really hardily. Like, he's not wounded. This guy's an experienced fighter and looks back at you with determined eyes. And says, Targos is 200 men strong. You take us out, You're facing an army. It's gonna be Faith's go. Oh boy. No. Well, she could get in and get to you. But I think you could even
Maybe
just try to go for an attack on Neth.
Isn't Faith
You wanna
always
know-
stand
you-
back and stand by? In case of
She
emergency?
is, but if she can knock someone out non-lethally, I mean, that makes sense, right? She can literally hit
Okay.
him. He's on 1 HP, basically. So she's going to clonk him down the head with the staff. I think I actually need to make a con save to knock him out. Should have done this earlier with Aldrich, but he was surrounded. There was no chance. Yeah, he's unconscious. Faith just clonk, knocks him out. Saves you the trouble. Scath turns, long sword, short sword drawn. He looks towards the windows. There's no chance he can take all of you on. He's making a run for it. An attack of opportunity from Sir Roland.
I mean, wait. He's making a run for it. We are holding his boss hostage, right?
Yeah.
Isn't there
Yeah.
a moment to intervene here? Like,
No honor among thieves.
okay.
He jumps, kicks open the window, and is gonna
Oh, Roland misses.
maybe
Okay.
takes a little tumble out the window. Lands on his feet. Good lad. You hear the crunch of snow as he lands and begins running, using an action to dash. And that's going to be his go. Steph, you're up.
I mean, what are we doing now? Do we give chase or?
I think we have to, probably because he's going to go and reconvene with.
Mm-hmm.
200 guardsmen, he said.
Yeah. I'll jump out of the window. With
Okay, you roll me. Give me an acrobatics check.
1 second. Do I not have advantage on that, by the way, because I'm blade singing?
Yeah, you do
that
actually.
one actually you
yes, you
do.
can roll advantage.
Yeah. I'll just roll again.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're...
So, yeah, you're pretty much good. I think you'd land softly without breaking any limbs. So you can land outside the window with Chibbles.
I don't see shit.
And you look around. No, it is pretty dark, but you've got dark vision as a Dragonborn. You can see the footfalls go this way, footprints in the snow.
Mm-hmm. Then I will take... Wait, what does dash do? How much extra does that give me?
40 feet.
Whatever your movement is.
Yeah, then I'll take dash, and I see him down there. Actually. I don't know if that's metagaming, but I see his name down there.
Yeah, it's obvious which way he went. There's no footfalls, right? He's got footprints, so
Then I will...
you catch up to him.
I will catch up to him, yeah. And
Will you
so
just tell
Okay.
us where he went?
he went down.
Are you
Again,
telling
it's
us
very
that,
obvious
or-
as soon as you look out the window. It's very obvious. You don't need to worry. He's here. I'll tell you myself.
The difference is if I would run this window, and that's more movement than when I already know it's this window.
It's where I'm here. I can tell you telepathically exactly where I am. So you could use... How do I ping? Shift? Was it shift?
Just hold click. Long click.
There. This
Okay,
window is the closest.
All right, he'll do the
yeah,
same. Bellamy will
With that, I'll end my turn.
spring off the bed. All right, Tracker, you can go as well. Bellamy's just gonna be dashing.
Yeah, I'll have to dash. Token collides. So I'll have to
This
dash
is a
to get
window.
out there. Can I open
You
the
want me to-
window?
You can make me an acrobatics check.
Oh no. Oh
Cool,
no.
you're taking. Where are we? 10 feet.
Breaking all his limbs. He'll never walk
Alright, it's
again.
not that much. You
Wait,
take
2d6?
half of this. Yeah, it's like a 20-foot fall. You take 4 bludgeoning damage, and you fall prone. But
I'll stand up.
have you got
move
enough
there.
movement?
I dash.
That's
That
gonna
means
cost
that I
you-
have 60, 80. Wait. I have. Wait, 60 feet? This is
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
I should have enough feet to get there.
So you were here, right?
This is.
So yeah, 40
So if-
movement. That's
Wait.
so.
This is 30 feet.
If you're dashing, you can
Oh,
get
wait.
up.
I already had to dash to jump out.
So he can get up.
Yeah. Cool.
So I could get up and stand over here.
No, you can't,
not?
because that's Captain Scath.
Yeah,
You
but I
can't just
can
walk
walk
through 'em.
around.
Okay, but you got 10 feet. You rushed 10 feet, then you got up using 15 feet, so you've got like 5 left, right?
Yeah. You would stand on his square.
You can't get there. You can move 5 feet, that's it.
Okay, then I'll stand there, use my bonus action to keep raging.
Okay, cool. Roki.
Yeah, let's see if I can through there.
Can you look up? Can you get to this
And-
window?
20. That's 30. And then. So he's not in front of a window. I can't try and jump out and land on top of him, right? I can only land.
No, no.
Yeah.
No, he's not
He's
directly
here.
underneath, no.
He's here. Window is here. Can you look out of the window and cast Hold Person again? That would be that move.
Jesus.
I could kind of see a tiny bit of his thing from here, but I don't know if that counts. Like, I can target him.
From this angle, no. He's like down 20 feet,
Yeah.
and you would need to get to the window to see him. To look down.
How
mean,
about
you-
this? I'm gonna make a wild thing here that you probably say no to, but I'm gonna go try it. If I can roll a 20 on acrobatics, can I kind of come out the window and then try and like reposition myself by pushing off the building to try and land on top of him and stop him and be able to run?
You could roll me an acrobatics check. And how much movement have you got, actually? Just
If I dash, I can
yeah,
jump
you're
out the
dashing to do
window.
it.
Yeah.
All right, give me an acrobatics check. We'll see what happens.
And then, or if I could roll high enough, I'll have to see what you think's good enough.
You don't have to roll too high.
That's fine.
ooh.
Well, fuck
That's
it,
too rough,
yeah,
that's too rough.
okay. Not
It
high
looks
enough,
like you're going out the window.
I've
What
got-
happens basically is you're trying to position. Yeah, that's right. I'll figure it out in a sec. Is you're trying to position yourself, like balance outside the window and like drop down on top of him. You're slipping on the windowsill, trying to get across, and the snow, of course, comes free from underneath your feet, and you fall and land, taking 8 points of bludgeoning and falling prone in the
I
snow.
took the
Next,
risk.
in fact, actually, there's Tracker right beneath you, so he's going to take half of that. So, Roki, you
Oh,
take
sorry.
4. That's actually better. It's actually better for you. Tracker takes 2, so
Mhm.
he weathers some of the blow for you and just land on his head, softening the blow for you. But Tracker takes a boot to the head.
Oh, it could have been a
There you
moment. It's worth the risk.
Snorf is up.
Will Snorp save us all?
If I jump out there, I could break my leg, guy. So
Doesn't Snorp have
what about
a
he just
climbing-
jump?
Snorp can land on me, that's fine.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
don't have
does.
much of it.
Snorf can climb. You're right. No, Snorf can
Oh.
just dash and climb down.
That makes more sense.
All right, we'll let him do that. He can dash to get down to the ground with you guys. The
That's
Roland.
right, we all have climbers kits,
Oh,
don't we?
can Snorp stand on the square?
Oh!
Can
I have
Snorp
a
stand
climbing speed. I could have climbed down.
We could have repelled out the building if we just want. Let's jump.
Can Snorp stand on the square of Chibbles? Because Chibbles just
Sure.
Is
Kibbles flies.
is that a window I've walked up to?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I
Want to
can't.
jump out?
No, not yet. I'll try
Okay.
something else first. I'm gonna use the spell command and tell him
Okay.
to halt. Now I can't actually see the icons. I don't know if this is like a real window.
No. I think what's the problem for you is you don't have dark vision, and so out there you actually can't see much. It's very dark out there. I'm not gonna lie, it's very dark out there.
It's,
No one's giving off light either.
uh,
So he's
Stef's-
actually in
Stef can give off lights.
with the psionic crystal. That's true.
Yeah.
I will
But
do
if I
that.
recall, he's always got it in his bag, right?
I
if
mean,
it's-
no,
if
no,
it's-
the psionic crystal gives me the power of telepathy, right? I could just tell him where it is.
No, he needs to see it
Oh,
for the spell.
yeah, but it's in my bag. That is true.
So you wouldn't be able to do it this turn, Roland, but Steph could easily give you light next turn. Or even Faith could light a torch and chuck it out there. But right now, you actually can't see through there. It's
Right.
like the
Okay.
window is open, but just so
Okay.
pitch black out there.
Sure, I can't see a bloody thing. So instead, what I will do is use my lay on hands again and add my remaining 5 hit points to myself.
That's good.
I'll delete that.
Faith will rush over. She'll light a torch and try to offer you some light here. But otherwise, it's going to be still a little tricky. Takes an action to light a torch. Captain Scath's going to get a go. Oh boy. Looks like you are going to have the situation where you're going to have to talk to the guards because he's clearly surrounded. He's not getting away, but he's outside the building enough that he can shout out to the walls and the cart. Like there's a whole wall around Targos, but he's yelling at the top of his lungs to the guards that I'm under attack. To my side, militia of Targos. And he's just shouting that as loud as he possibly can, whilst also defending himself. So he is going to... Well, I dodge. No, I think he's going to go... He would definitely go down fighting. Question is who... Both of you are actually pretty hard targets to hit.
Snorb isn't.
Nah, but he doesn't see them as a threat. He's going to go for a swing first on you, Steph, just to see what happens. Because he's got 3 of these attacks. Might as well let him rip. Yeah, that's going to hit. Unless you have a
I will
reaction.
Mm,
Uh,
no, I
does
don't have a reaction to that one. I'm afraid.
yeah.
No, okay.
I don't suppose Roland's intercept works if I'm up. I'll probably be out of range.
You're out of range.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. You're
Wait, why
20 feet
did I
up.
take damage?
The-
It says I took 0.
No, you took some damage, but you had 10 HP.
Oh,
So
okay.
you took 8, knocked off to 2, so 6, so from 20 to 14.
Mhm.
And then he goes, for gaining confidence with his strikes, he will go for another sword. Ooh, no, that one clatters off your scales. And in that same motion, he kind of spins around, pirouettes, and then comes in with a lunge towards Tracker. But yeah, he's kind of surrounded at this point. And he doesn't look like he's going to run either. He's just going to wait for backup. So, Steph, you can make your attacks if you want. It's chaos.
Well,
You can't just kill the speaker of a town.
Well,
He's not
Instead
dead.
of instead of attacking him, actually, now that you give me the line, can I? Can I?
You already rolled.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind then. Yeah, I don't know what the number is.
All right.
It's
Okay, Bellamy. He's caught up. He's flanking.
there he is.
Takes out his swords. Yeah, sorry, just had to catch up to you guys. Here you go. 101 and a 2. And yeah, definitely wounds the captain from behind. Mighty dirty, are we? Tracker, you're up.
I'll whisper to Roki. We've got our distraction. Maybe split up and get to the target.
Wait, what side?
I'm suggesting that some of us leave the captain alone and go straight to the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
We actually
You wouldn't.
we've got the speaker as a kind of bartering chip. A hostage. God.
There's no
yeah.
way we're going to be able to negotiate with 200 militia.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the militia doesn't know about this yet, right? How would they
The
know?
militia is already informed that the head of the town guard is under attack. They don't ask questions.
Wait, how did they get informed?
He just shouted out over the town that he is being attacked.
Well,
We've
that's
got like 2 rounds before we're crowded. Overcrowded.
I mean, sure.
Whatever.
Overrun? Surrounded?
Overrun.
Unbounded?
Surrounded. Overwhelmed.
So just you can take this there's a number of different angles you can take this, but we'll let it roll out, play it out. That is a solid hit. You might just bring him. Ooh, not quite. He is down, staggering away, dizzy, dazed from the impact, blood trickling down his eyes. He's about ready to just stumble over.
Did a Morningstar have any features I could use?
You can choose to do bludgeoning instead of piercing.
I know a Morningstar should have puncturing or sundering, but I believe there was another thing they could do.
Yeah, staggering if you choose to use bludgeoning.
Oh, that's oh.
So you can choose whether to use piercing or bludgeoning in that moment, but
Never mind.
he's already punctured, by the way. So
Yeah.
but either way, he's on 1 HP. So
Here.
gonna use another bonus action. Okay, help people up.
Yep.
And Roki, your turn.
I guess I've got to get up first. My
Yeah.
token's still upstairs, by the way, so I can't see anything other than the upstairs. building.
That might be because you're actually in darkness. I think if you can't see anything, I'm looking through your eyes of your token, and it is pitch black out here again. I'm afraid.
Oh,
Doesn't
I
he
think
always
getting
be?
up. Doesn't he always have 300-foot dark vision? You're right. I don't know why this
Yeah.
token stopped having it. That's weird. Yeah. What? Okay, hold on. Let me change that. Actually, it might be because it's an old token. Weird. Anyway, here you go. You should absolutely be able to see everything.
Oh, now I see. Okay. I mean, this guy's nearly dealt with, isn't he? Like, we just need to quickly finish him off, and then we can head out.
Oh yeah, he's about ready to just fall over.
Yeah, so, I'm like, let's just finish this and go. And then... why do I have disadvantage?
Oh, you get.
It would have hit missed anyway.
Not sure. That's a miss anyway. Yeah. Regardless, I think it doesn't matter. That would still. Because you would take the first roll, and that was a 3. So even flat, I think that's a miss. I'm afraid.
Okay, and then, well, I guess we're heading our way, so that haven't dealt with, so that's perfect.
Roki, you definitely see with your 300-foot dark vision, you absolutely see militia mobilizing towards you, drawing their spears and heading towards the Luskan Arms.
Well, I have no more actions, but I'm like,
Um,
guys, we got trouble. They're right here.
Snore.
Mm-hmm. Snorp will hit him with the blunt dagger thing again.
Should we use
Okay,
him as
just
bait
needs to
and
hit.
Just be like, we've finished him if you don't stand
Not a
back.
hit. No, afraid Snore ain't getting anything done. We're gonna roll on these guys. So there's a couple heading right towards you. They're gonna have to dash to get to you. And they are shouting. This is what perhaps just one of the nearer ones, Roki. So you see 4 of them that were just nearby, but others are perhaps amassing in the distance. But nonetheless, he looks confused and sees you are definitely attacking the captain. And it skids to a halt right in front of you, Roki. And it's like, what's going on here? This isn't... Wait, you're... He's trying to like gather all the information in one quick snapshot. And says, stay where you are, don't move. And he's got a spear ready out in front of you. Yeah, that's going to be his go. Roland.
I don't know if you'd heard me in my last turn. I'd said to use the remaining 5 lay on hands.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I'll
Sorry, you used that on yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
23. 22. Sorry about that. Here you go.
That's all right. Thank you. Okay, so it's the torch that Faith lit. Is that down? Can I see what's happening now?
She's got it here, but I'll tell you what. If you just take a 5-foot step back and grab it off her, you can just drop it down as a free action.
Okay.
And then, yeah, then you will see everything that's kind of going on, and positioning yourself like up against the window or leaning out. You can absolutely see what's happening.
Okay. So I just want to shout loudly something like hold your weapons, hold your attacks. I am a knight of Lathander, the church, and we are arresting high-ranking officials in a dastardly organization, and stay back, and we shan't kill them yet.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, calling on your rank of knightly regard, it literally says here, the help comes in forms of shelter, meals, blah, 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 and occasionally risky assistance, such as a band of local citizens rallying to aid a sorely pressed knight. So you can roll advantage on this persuasion check. And that still didn't help much, sadly. An 11.
8 on this?
Damn it.
She actually is within range. I'm gonna say yes, she can. We'll see what it rolls. Faith, guidance. Wait, does Faith have guidance?
Hit that 4, Faith, baby. Yes.
That's a 4! That's literally what I was looking for. I was looking for the 4. Faith says, it's true. Look, we're not killing them. We're just knocking them out. We have evidence. And she like grabs a hold of a reel of papers and like from the desk and just like flutters them out of the window as some Hail Mary. And at this, you see the charging guards. They kind of slow their gait as they're rushing towards you, and they kind of stick their spears into the snow, and they look towards the captain, almost for some sort of verification or order. And the captain is barely conscious. He's staggering around like, no. And I'm gonna say he's gonna try and lie to them, of course. But Roland, is there anything else in your turn you want to do?
I haven't actually used an action.
Probably your action.
You can
I think
command
that's
him.
to convince them.
Command him to surrender.
So sorry, was
I think it's an action to stop them in their tracks. Yeah, that's definitely going to be calling out, calling them off is definitely an action.
Yep. No, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay, no problem.
To do.
But But this tribal warrior, the next one up in the turn order, doesn't just rush over and attack Roki. They're just getting into the fray. Faith is gonna head up. There's a potential that Faith could knock out the captain if you wanted to, or if you want to have Faith do something else. That's up to you.
I mean, Faith.
You could jump out the window and do it though.
Don't we have?
I don't want Faith jumping out a window. I don't like that.
She could throw something at him.
Yeah.
That's better.
Did you
I
want
can't
that?
imagine Faith
up to
ever
you.
jumping out a window unless
Just
she
just grabs a candelabra and just throws it off the window.
She has a crossbow.
I don't know. He does, but that will kill
a
someone.
crossbow would
Oh, okay.
be lethal.
That will kill a man.
I'll aim for the knee.
All right, I'll just literally roll a d20 and see what happens. So
Drop the mirror.
plus, yeah, drop them. I'm gonna roll this. Drop something. Oh my god! He just slugged something off the side of the room. I'm guessing this mirror. Yeah, sure, why not? She drops the mirror and it smashes over the captain's head, and well, it definitely does enough to knock him down. But let's see if it's enough to knock him out. Because he has to roll a con save. Yeah, he's out. That's fucking great. She gets 2.
He broke it.
She goes, oops, I think that's 7 years bad luck, but
Probably for him, honestly.
He rolled a 7.
yeah, he's out. He's
That's definitely
unconscious.
7 years bad luck.
And
So, have we convinced him to talk, or are we still in combat?
well, what was going to happen was if they'd got a turn, which was next, by the way, Captain Scat's turn was next, I was going to have them roll a deception check versus Sir Roland's 15. And if he'd succeeded, the guards would have basically taken that as a reason to believe him over you. However, he hasn't got that opportunity anymore, which means we can end combat. They are not friendly to you, however. They are just neutral, indifferent. They look to surround you nonetheless, Roki, and say, "What you need to explain everything. What's happening here?
He's a criminal.
And
He's
lower
been
your
stealing from
weapons."
He's been stealing from other towns. He got his position by criminal meanings, and he's been using his position of power to overtake other towns as well. We've dealt with his people before.
He's been suspected of taking bribes against the lottery, so people are exempt if they pay him money. He is suspected of
Bribes?
being... Yes.
More and more of them show up by the number. I'm not going to drag all of their tokens on, but sure enough, dozens of militia turn up and they're demanding evidence and such. What proof have you got?
As that's happening, I want to go over and get the speaker and bring him over to the window, make sure that he doesn't get up and scarp her, and maybe even if Faith could do a little bit of healing on him. We don't want him to die. If I don't know if
Is
I
there...
was thinking Faith could go look for the
Please,
evidence.
please,
Yeah,
go for the evidence.
Look for a notebook.
organize, make sure we actually have proof.
Yeah,
All right, one at a time. Let me just do Roland's. So 1 second, Roland. So when you knock someone out, they're stable and they're unconscious for 1d4 plus 1 hour. So he's going to be out for 2 hours.
All
but
right.
Faith will keep an eye on him just to make sure he is breathing still. You hear the others calling up to gather evidence, but
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, there's a big table of papers and you see documents. But most of these initially just look like day-to-day kind of activities. It's unlikely he's just going to have them sprawled out on the table. So to really get to the juicy bits, I need you to roll me an investigation check.
Please tell me you have something concrete on them.
Is there a giant safe with a flying snake symbol on it that I should start with, or is it just like check the whole room?
You can look. This is a check for the whole room. You're like
Okay.
upturning
Can
tables, bookcases.
Was it
Can I-
investigation?
are we still in combat? Can
Yeah.
I assist with that?
No. You can get up there and assist with it, yeah. You
Yeah,
can... The guards will definitely escort you, and at this point, they're also in the room looking at
Okay.
you guys suspiciously. But yeah, if you want to have a helping hand here, go ahead and roll as well, Steph.
My monkey cannot move up.
It's fine, you don't need to worry. This is all mostly through to the mind now. You can roll me an investigation check.
14.
A 14, okay. Well, Roland's looking through some day-to-day papers, like reading through them as meticulously as possible. But
Specifically, I am
Mhm.
specifically looking for evidence of horse theft. I'm not interested in anything
Yeah.
else. Right.
I
That's-
figured. I figured.
Oh my
May
God.
I have a guidance on my roll, please, from one of our religious boys?
Yeah, Faith's up here still. Makes it out of 15. Well,
It has
there
to
are
be
some incriminating things, but there's no such obvious sign as to say, like, we're part of the Zents. Yeah, we're just Zenting around. It's not like obvious like that, but rather you do see some discrepancies in either the what's it called, the taxes, and there's this kind of unknown number of incomes coming in. They've got a section of gold from the townsfolk that doesn't seem to be accounted for, though. You obviously know that he's been bribed by these townsfolk. It's not hard evidence, but it's highly suspicious that they've got these kind of extra payments from unknown sources, unless he's got his own like accounts. But even then, he's kind of got a shady past. He comes from Luskan, which is obviously kind of a downtrodden, sort of slimy town, city. But there are also dealings with what's the other one? Other contacts in other towns. There is messages from these snakes that have been stored away. Some of them haven't been burnt in the fireplace, it seems, and you find little scraps of them here and there in the ash, detailing, like, for example, Shander Froth, sorry, Shander Froth, and contacts with Prudence as well. All these other little contacts. And again, it doesn't point to anything concrete, but it is highly suspicious that these documents have been burnt, as if there is something to hide. Like nothing you can say and point to and go, here, look, this is concrete proof. Just suspicious stuff and activities. Graham, sorry, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the cauldron is the best evidence, and it made me think maybe we should convince the guards to en masse go up there.
I'm not sure if we should show the guards the cauldron, because that is a highly coveted item in Icewindale. That might convince them to, hey, like their families live in this town, right?
Okay.
You know, and if their families don't go hungry anymore, they might not be on our side, you know?
Yeah.
And because that's been our experience with it so far when
Okay.
it comes to the cauldron. Correct me if I'm wrong, Senrith.
Well, word got out, and the Zens tried to steal it. That's true.
So,
But that is the Zens. That you can't say that for every town, perhaps, but that is true in what you're saying so far. Yes, once word got out, it was stolen. Fact. The tribe, the militia, they're not entirely convinced quite yet. They see there is something shady going on, but it sounds like it's going to need a much further investigation and potentially a questioning of the speaker once they come around. They say, for now, I think we're going to need to possibly detain you just until we have everything fully worked out. You're obviously trained at what you do. There's something going on here, but we don't know exactly what it is. And we don't want anyone just leaving and up and running, okay? So, if you could please accompany us, we're going to go back to the garrison here. Maybe get Max or Dinar to talk.
Might I suggest that an effective means of interrogation would be to perhaps use a cleric with a particular spell. It was very effective in getting a confession from a previous speaker who was mixed up in all this business, and they confessed fully and told us that this man was involved.
Oh right, we have an offender, a son of truther.
Rather than trying to figure this out ourselves,
I would need
maybe
to change my prepared
help.
spells to do that.
No.
Go to Prince Shander.
Oh, okay.
There isn't any church here in Targos, but the nearest one I know of is either Bremen or Bryn Shander, the House of the Morning Lord.
Yes, it was them who gave us assistance in the interrogation of the speaker of that town, and that's when they made their confession and incriminated this man.
I see. They look towards each other, and they seem agreeable. All right, we'll have to transport him there. Looks like the weather has actually been pretty good recently, but because you did get a ray of hope last night, but that was last night. I should check what the weather is now. It's not going to be bad because it doesn't just go suddenly from a ray of hope to a blizzard, right? So, but it is a light snow, which isn't too difficult to deal with. So they say we can transport them to Bryn Shander. Yes. Take a couple of hours. We'll probably come awake by then. But they seem agreeable to this idea, taking them to a zone of truth.
What about the cauldron? That's for the party.
I mean, it depends on what's going to happen next. We know there's still some sense left.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And a massive commotion in town where all the guards have gathered over there. Over to the Luskan Arms.
I don't know. Can anybody convince them for me that I need to get something from the hideout?
We don't need to tell them about the cauldron, but we could
No.
It's
not about them telling about the cauldron. It's that there is still Sam's left, and we just captured the leaders, and we are leaving town.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, we don't need to say, and they've got a magic cauldron that makes lots of food. But
No, they don't need to do that. I just want. Okay.
But why don't we just tell the guards that there are more of their associates active in the warehouse? They should apprehend them.
I mean, I'm more thinking of like, are we still at the place, or?
We are currently at the Luskan Arms.
Yeah.
We're at the Luskan Arms, and the guards have either detaining you or escorting you to Bryn Shander to have them and yourselves questioned under a zone of truth. And unless you can persuade them otherwise, those are the two paths. Unless you want to fight 200 guards, that's the other option.
That's why I'm out talking with the party, like out of character. So
I'd assume the cauldron isn't going to move if we go with them, because we
I
have
would
the
like
leader.
to finish my sentence.
Sorry.
So if we can somehow convince them that maybe I can search for evidence, I can yank the cauldron into Nod, the bag I have with me.
Nice.
That's what I'm thinking. So I just need to like get away from them long enough, and I do have a potion of invisibility on me.
So you say so. What they say? Well, we can't just have you walking around. If you, they obviously are savvy enough to know that you could potentially jump and get out.
Yeah.
Which is again highly suspicious if you do suddenly disappear. So they say this. They go, look, if there is more evidence around town, then we can help you gather it, but we're not going to let you walk around out of out of eyesight. We're going to keep an eye on you.
Okay, but so the guards,
Not
the guards, they wouldn't know it's a magical cauldron, right? That information hasn't gotten out.
You've never mentioned the cauldron to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say to them, well, an escort and some assistance would be most appreciated. Before we were planning to leave, we were going to confront their further associates and apprehend them as well. But we are aware that there is only 4 of us, or 5 or 6, whatever it is, and it would be most appreciated if we could have some assistance from you.
All right, give me a persuasion check again, Sir Roland, and again advantage because you have the position of the knight. Natural 20. They say, all right, we're going to take a contingency of guards towards the well, you tell them where you need to go, to the Galloway depot. The rest of us, we're going to keep an eye on the captain and Max the Denar. Make sure they're bound. All right, come on, let's head over there.
Don't believe anything they say until they're under the zone of truth.
Okay.
The same could be said for you, but we will heed your warning nonetheless. That's why they're sending guards with you. Perfect. So I'm going to say 24 guards are heading over to the depot. Sure enough, you see the thugs are already aware of your presence as you're approaching. There's one that has actually already head inside. The chain on the door isn't locked. They've actually undone it and the door is slightly ajar. And as you're approaching, you see the man sort of, can I help you? How can I help you?
We haven't
can I ask Juniper if they moved the cauldron?
No, they haven't.
Okay, cool.
Someone's gone inside though, and Juniper kind of rustles their branches as if almost kind of in a panic, and you see they point towards the thug, almost to kind of
with this one
gesture that they're gesturing to them, and then they rustle their leaves and their 2 little twigs flail in the air as if some sort of panic is underway. But sorry, go ahead, Roland.
And sorry for interrupting you, Zay. I didn't realise you'd put your hand up. I just want to say to them that we regret to inform you that I'm sure you were not aware, but you have been working for a criminal organization. We have apprehended your superiors. We're sure you had no knowledge of this, but these fine guardsmen, they will need to speak with you. You're not in any trouble. I'm sure you're innocent, but we also need to inspect your premises. I'm sure, as innocent, you would have no trouble with our guards and this group here investigating the area. And I look to Stef, who's hopefully about to zip straight in and head for the cauldron.
Yeah.
So he says, he kind of shouts into the warehouse, the guards here, they have to search the warehouse. So that's what's happening. We're gonna let them in, letting you know. That's why they're here. Very obviously trying to warn that something is about to go down, but nonetheless, he's clearly no match for this many. He doesn't even get in your way. He stands aside and lets you head down inside. Several guards stay out to make sure they keep an eye on Kraid here, and several more follow you down. into the warehouse proper. Okay, well, all right, where are you guys? Find your place. There you are. There you go. So you enter in from the front doors. There's a set of steps that lead down into the lower warehouse, and you're met with another friendly face here.
Why has Tracker still got an effect around him?
He's raging for the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Oh,
that's
I
not,
remember
it's not
this
been,
one.
technically not been 10 minutes yet, I guess. Well, it nearly has, I guess.
It nearly is.
You do recognize it, but this is actually just a different, it's the
Okay.
same token, but it's not the same person. Great says, yeah, feel free to look around. Be careful, there's rats down here. Among the shadows, you see several other people moving, and here's Giandro, Gareth.
Hello, friends.
I do have a
He-
question for Roki.
No.
Do you still have locate object with you?
No,
Oh, god damn it.
I didn't think I'd need it today.
It should be here.
I
I
mean,
mean, I was.
does the
kinda
warehouse
guess,
have like additional floors, or
No,
Oh,
this is it. This is
can I assume this is the cauldron?
Oh,
you can
that's
assume. Yes.
it's not a brazier?
I'm not going to say you're right, but yes, you can assume.
Oh, okay. I'll commit to that. Tell.
There is braziers around to offer some light,
Okay.
and you see that there's a ventilation system that makes the smoke come out of that chimney that
Oh,
was
it's-
mentioned earlier.
I have a question for you, Senrith. Is the artwork for the cauldron actually on the map, like visually? Can I see that, or?
It is not, but there is artwork for it. Yes, but you will need to actually roll a perception or an investigation check to hunt it down.
What looks better
Perception
here?
or investigation. Okay.
Oh, in this room, Tracker, you meet Prudence. She's here. Oh my
Well-
lord.
I guess I'm a cauldron finder today.
You can smell the stew practically broth boiling over at this point. There is a suspicious tar pooling over the back of this here barrel. And it just looks like there's a barrel kind of being butted up at an odd angle. Before you get closer, though, you hear a slight scuffle in the corner, hiding down behind the back of the barrel, and perhaps even just the glint of a dagger reflecting in the darkness. There's someone hiding behind this barrel here, weapons drawn. Lastly, with a nat 20, you also can see the scurrying of hundreds of rats down here that are all gathered around said tarpaulin. A literal swarm of them are basically hiding underneath, and you can see them kind of like twitching around, their whiskers ready to pounce at you, Stef.
Do the rats
do with that
seem
information.
do the rats seem like they're being controlled, or?
Yeah, they're wearing little metal caps with aerials sticking out their heads. No, you can't tell whether the rats are being controlled or not necessarily. You can just see that there's a great number of them hiding, ready to bite into you should you get anywhere near the cauldron. It's like almost like they're protecting it with their life. It's their only food source. But yeah, you're right next to them. If you get to this close, they probably will launch their attack. And also, you've got a rogue waiting in the dark shadows, waiting to
Okay.
pounce.
Can I inform the party and the guards of what's going on over here?
Yes, you can. Sonically, if you
will
wish
do
as
that.
well. The guards begin to surround this entranceway, blocking off potential exits. some of them flank either side of you, Roki, as well. And there we go. So you got like 6 guards blocking off entranceways, and I'm going to actually put 2 here. Faith comes around with a torch. And as you notify them, they say, "We know you're hiding there. Come out. Drop your weapons. Surrender, or else." And Sir Roland, you see the guards have come around next to you as well. They're surrounding the place. All the while, you're kind of at the back here, and you notice other people have their their hands kind of on their hilts of their weapons, potentially ready to draw. They haven't got them drawn yet, but Tracker, you've got Prudence face to face. She seems to be sort of thumbing a arcane focus between her fingers, and it's all a bit of a standoff at this point.
Yeah, sorry, I had to.
I'm out now. Yeah, that's all right.
I had to nip out for 5 minutes. Are the guards still aligned with us, or have they flipped sides? Are they?
No. The guards have surrounded the exits. Stef has located the cauldron, and with a nat 20, he also found a swarm of rats and the rogue, the female rogue, who's hiding behind the barrel, ready to stab someone should they get anywhere close. But Stef's alerted everyone that there's someone hiding in the shadows, and there's this kind of Mexican standoff all around the warehouse where Giandro, Gareth, Prudence, they've all got weapons ready. They're not drawn, but like you can see them like resting their hands on their hilts, etc. Like as if it's about to go down. But it's a standoff right now. And the guards are demanding that they come out from hiding.
I don't think the rats will comply, but
yeah, what do you guys do?
I'll give a shot at saying to any of them that look out that wee bit more leadery. So I'm assuming one of these yellow cloaked ones.
the rogue in the back looks quite leaderly to me.
Maybe if I just shout loud enough, everybody will hear. And it's just to say, this doesn't need to end in blood. We only wish to talk. Don't throw away your lives. There is always a hope for a new start. Please, even if your associates don't put their weapons down, you can make your own choice. We mean you no harm.
Roll a persuasion check, Roland. They are surrounded, and that would give you advantage, but it's disadvantage normally because they're hostile, so it's basically a flat roll. That's a really good flat roll if I've ever seen one. They let out a sigh. Fuck's sake. Maxel Dinar failed us. And you see the female rogue step out from behind the barrel. She drops her weapons to the ground.
Was she the one that stayed inside during the fire?
up.
Yeah.
That's exactly the one. You spied her. Fine. We surrender. He calls out loud enough so that the others know to stand down. Looks like you won. And she kind of like sidles up to Stef and mockingly holds out her hands. Gonna put me in manacles then?
I don't think there is a need for that. But could you tell me what's up with the rats over there?
The rats have made it their little new home. They're as much as a pest to us as they are to you, I assure you.
Okay, then I would like to tell her to stand back, please. Because those rats are gonna be a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
She leans up against the wall. They're all yours.
Yeah, well,
The guards look a little confused. They're like, why are there so many rats in that one area? Steph, you're winding up a spell, right?
I am
Rats.
winding up a spell indeed.
Those rats look very
Whoa,
flammable.
whoa.
I'm going to step away from the very flammable rats. See whatever
Mhm.
Steph is doing.
I mean,
The guards are also on edge. They kind of
Yeah.
draw spears and like, what are you doing? Like,
I will inform
is
them. Not to worry, but there is a swarm of really aggressive rats over there, and they are covering. They are blocking something we try to recover.
you don't store black powder in this warehouse, do you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yes, it's why we're here, to make sure everyone is safe. They look around. Shona, she has a little smirk on the side of her face and shrugs. I don't work the shop floor. I'm just ordered to guard it.
Well, I'll take that risk, to be honest.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, we've already set this building on fire once. So...
Yeah, we already set it on fire once and it didn't explode.
You're
so-
saying this out loud?
No. That's out of game.
No, really.
Go ahead then,
If
Steph.
there was black powder in there, then the panic at the fire would have been bigger.
Wait, why are they rolling for initiative? That's what I don't understand. Okay.
Because you're attacking them.
You're launching a spell at them, right? What spell is it?
Can you guess? I'm
Scorching
Scorching
burning
ray.
hands.
Well, Cloud of
Scorching
Daggers
hands.
would also be a thing I can do. 44
Good.
slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm launching a spell at them. That's right. But
Okay.
I would like to activate my blade song first.
Yep, no problem. Go ahead, just lay down the spell.
Hey, that's new.
uh,
Oh wait, would Burning Hands
the-
do more damage? Let me see here. Oh, I can't cast Scorching Ray actually, or so I just have to do it with Burning Hands.
Why?
Battle
can't you
Daggers is
just-
potentially less risky, right? Because that's not going to burn the building, but it's
Yeah,
it's your
but are
prerogative.
we here to be less risky, or are we here to make a story?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, wow, that was loud. Burning Hands obliterates half of the swarm as you see dying rats crawling out, charred bodies, like, and the smell of burnt fur is disgusting as it fills the air. And
Seems
you know
like
what?
I'm
I
gonna
am
have
curious.
to attack later.
Hmm?
I'm going to leave this up to chance as to whether there is indeed black powder here or not. And I think there's about a 15% chance. So quite slim, but there are ships. Potentially ships have cannons, potentially stored here.
So you'd say it would
so
be
if
like
you
a 6 on a d6?
Yeah, or I'm rolling a percentile die here. But it's a 1 to 15 is black powder. Nope, you're all good.
No, but
Jesus. No, you're okay. This is potentially just ale. You see the barrels kind of crack and bust open. Spilling out is a big concoction of grog and whiskey, perhaps. The rats definitely pounce out, though. And half the swarm still alive. They're going to try and bite you. They would miss. And then I think everyone can literally just pile on them and potentially murderize them. So yeah, everyone would get a go, basically. Taking out these rats if you wanted.
can we just assume that they're dead, or
I think so.
Can
We're
we?
not going to be able to... Yeah, I don't see why they would be able to put up much of a fight against everyone. So together, all of you just jump on them, chopping them to pieces.
I'm
Whether
not
it be
sure
sacred
if
flames,
I'd be
spears.
willing to leave Prudence alone, though.
All right, well then, you
I think
in that case...
be staying here.
I mean, I'm happy to throw
that
another
case-
burning hands at the rats. I don't care.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Roland, Roki, do you want to fire anything off with them?
No, no. This is
You
squire.
just want to watch?
work.
This?
Yeah, this is for the
Mhm.
squires to deal with.
Yeah, makes sense. Other burning hands. They succeed, but they take half.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a low roll, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh well. Okay. Roki,
Well,
do you
know
have a
that
go? Or...
the swarm of rats does a
Wait,
lot of
wait.
damage if they hit me, so
Well,
somehow
we
we'll
go
be-
over there and smashing some rats. Okay.
It's basically like
Yes,
a
apparently they are.
buffet for Stef.
Mace feels more appropriate than Warpick. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. There's
Uh,
too many of them. It's
yeah,
hard to
it
hit
is.
many of them on
Yeah.
one swing.
It is. There's a shit ton.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
have
Well, they're gonna get another
resistance.
bite. I think they are only doing 1d6 of damage now, because they are half the swarm.
Doesn't matter.
So that's it'll miss. Yeah, it's gonna miss. They're still alive though, so take them
Right.
out before they bite you.
So
Any more burning hands, Steph? Or are you out? You gotta be out soon, I'm sure.
I do have burning hands left still. I still think that's the safest way to deal with that. So
Yeah. Norbert's gonna take a quick stab at one of them. Yeah.
Take another swing at it, but hitting
Oh,
them
I got
again.
one.
God damn it.
He skewers one. Oh god. It's hard to tell which ones are charred and alive and which ones aren't. They failed that roll that time. Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Whew, fucking 3 burning hands finally sets this building probably on fire at this point. This whole section is just ablaze. But you've definitely killed every last rat in this corner.
I will pick
You
up
guys,
a rat from the ground and eat it.
Yeah, they are cooked. This is a source of food in a starving town. It would be rude not to.
Yep.
Yeah, except the other
after-
source of the food is now ablaze.
it?
The guards are like, everyone get barrels of water, quick. This is, oh my god, 2 times in a row this building set on fire.
So, could we say the guards are a bit distracted by everything?
The guards are, but
Oh yeah, for sure. They're grabbing water. Like, they're like, get water, quick. Water. Ah.
Well,
I'm
does
panicking.
anybody want to distract this beautiful lady over there while I do something?
Hmm?
I try and get her attention.
Roland?
You
Like,
Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on
She
the other
says-
gents.
You can roll an insight check for me, Roki, as she says, well, don't just stand there. We've got to get barrels of water, don't we? Come on. And she
Fine.
is making a move. She's going to grab water by the looks. So she's very distracted as well by the looks.
Okay, well, I will move over through the fire, potentially taking some damage, right? How ablaze? Like, is it a blaze, or?
It's a blaze. Yeah, you take like a D10 of fire damage, basically.
Mhm.
Is not 9 points of fire damage. But the tarpaulin is gone. You can actually see the cauldron very clearly.
The color and stuff doesn't burn. If I pull out Nod now, right? Does he like?
he's gonna
So,
like this.
I get it's a great idea to put this cauldron in there if it could fit in the mouth of a bag. Like,
Well, he could
it can
swallow
put.
an entire person, right? The cauldron is like about that size.
Mhm. It's different though. It's like there's rules for swallowing people, and then there's rules for putting objects in.
Okay, well then. Well, wait. Then I'm
Ah.
not doing that. Like, that's what I wanted to.
I'm trying to think.
I would have
let me have a read.
appreciated it if you were to have mentioned this before we entered the building, because we did specify that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. That's like.
And I have mentioned it before as well, though. So that isn't entirely on me. I have mentioned before that you can't just put like a castle inside the bag or anything like that.
Well, it's not a castle, but how big is the cauldron? Because we carried that thing once before. It was quite heavy, but it wasn't that big, right?
Yes, the cauldron of plenty is 50 pounds without. It's 4 feet wide has a mouth of 3.5 feet in diameter and can hold up to 30 gallons of liquid. It's
So is
4
that
feet
actually too
wide.
big for Nod after he swallowed people? I'm feeling
It
a bit
says
bullshitted here. Like, not gonna lie.
the bag is like literally like a satchel-sized thing. Like, look at the thing.
Yeah, I get that, but how
Um,
would he swallow a person then? That's also about like 3 feet wide or whatever.
3 feet. That's not 4 feet.
because
Okay.
it literally has that magic to be able to consume things.
I
Inanimate
think
objects can be stored in the bag. Doesn't tell me how big though.
Okay, wait. Then I'm not going for the fire. Different plan of action, right? Can you undamage me? Because the wait.
You're gonna need to drag it away from the fire anyway, right? At least.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm taking the damage to drag the cauldron like out. Can we say I did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
8 pounds, I can carry the customer. Okay, different plan of action. What are we doing? Well, I would still like to confer with Nod, right? Maybe he has something that would make us able to move the cauldron. He has a lot of shit stored in him.
Yeah, he does. In fact, there's probably enough of a blanket in there he can just cough up, and you can like hide it if you want.
I thought about
So you
something
can
more
disguise it.
magical, but like, is there like a potion of shrinking or something we can throw on the thing? I guess.
does anyone have a minor
Well,
relation
that's a good point.
spell or
Mm,
cantrip?
I don't
Yeah,
think
something like
anyone
a
has an enlarge or reduce
reduce.
spell.
Reduce definitely could reduce it, and you could put it in that way. That'd be funny.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if Nod has something
All right.
like that.
Yeah. Let me just see if they do. Let me see what's inside. Hold on. Ah, well, you're in luck. You spits out a scroll of reduce. Why not? Okay. You spits it out. You can cast it on the cauldron, shrinking it down to like a small little
Wait.
pot.
The rats are still here, right? Well, not as a
Rats.
reward, right? I'm
Rats
gonna
are very dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed some of the rats to Nod as a reward for being a good boy.
They're a bit smoky.
Would you like some
All
poisonous?
right, perfect.
So now it's small.
What?
Hey Nod, can you
Spicy.
so it's small enough that we can put it inside Nod, right?
Yes, you can.
Well,
If you
Nod,
cast the spell, yeah, sure
do you
thing.
want to hold on to this for us? Nice.
All right, not swallows the entire cauldron, and just in time as two militia return with buckets of water, and one of them catches you, Stef, and like with the bucket and just like douses you. Looks like you were burnt. There you go.
Yeah, I needed that. Thanks. I'll make very care that Nod doesn't get wet, by the way. I'm gonna hide him under my coat.
You got it. What's up, Zay?
I'm looking at Faith's spell lists. How would a fog cloud react to blazing fire? Or how would a blazing fire react to a fog cloud?
It would choke it a little bit. Yeah.
Would
You want them to use that?
If Faith knows she has access to it.
Yeah, she knows. She can call upon a fog cloud and stuff it down there to choke the fire. Sure. The fire does begin to kind of like sputter, and then people just come by one, chucking buckets of water. You're keeping your eye on Prudence.
Mm-hmm.
Roland, looks like you're keeping your eye on the others.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Said
okay,
when I moved here, it was specifically to, and I said to keep an eye on all the Zents.
Okay. Well, several of them do try to try to give you the slip. Okay. So if you're gonna make me a perception check to keep an eye on them, roll that for me. and I will roll their stealth. That's a pretty good roll, to be honest. Gareth tries to get away, and you catch him, and he's like, "I'm just looking for a bigger barrel, that's all." And he does go back down with a huge load of water. The other one, Giandro, he's not getting away. He doesn't have the stealth. He's quite obvious now in the open. Shona, she's the girl. She might get away. Jesus, no. I rolled a 2. No, fuck. Okay, well, she is very obviously trying to make a dash for it. What do you do, Roland? She sees that you see her, and she is like gonna make a dash.
Right. So just say to her, I very much like you, and I really would not like to stab you through the face with my spear. So please do go to the guards, and I think it would be for your own safety if we were to put you in cuffs.
I doubt you could catch up, old man. And she's still gonna try and make a run for it, regardless. The others, they seem to be convinced this is over for them. They're not getting away, but Shona is quick on her feet.
I have one
what's up,
question
Zay?
before we initiate combat or whatever. With my investigation check or something, I'm just thinking like, did I also spy some further evidence for like the connection between the people we caught and the sense, or?
Not down here, not in the warehouse. No, this looks like to be storage for everything. You could search them though.
Be very suspicious to the guards that those guys are making a run for it, right?
Oh yeah, this one definitely. But she plans to get away fully. But you're down here, kind of helping out, putting out the water.
Okay.
Tracker, you wanted to say something?
Is my rage still active?
Probably not at this point. I'm thinking
Okay.
that's 10 minutes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was
Okay.
gonna say,
Okay,
if I still had rage, I would have used my strength for my perception check.
Oh, okay. I thought you were keeping an eye on prudence. Yeah.
That as well.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Tracker. You see, she gets right up to you and says, "You gonna let me help with the water or not? You're gonna keep me here."
You're gonna be safe here. Don't worry.
I see. That's a problem because, well, it's very dark down here, and I might trip. You can roll quick initiative for me, Tracker. You beat Prudence. She kind of gave the game away when she said darkness. You see her about to cast a spell.
Can I grab the spell focus?
Give me an athletics check.
It's a shame I don't have my rage up again.
You could bonus action rage and then do it.
Yeah, let's not risk it just yet.
Yeah, you beat her, and you see her reaching for it. She was thumbing it the whole time whilst this standoff was going off, so it's very obvious what she's trying to use. And you're immediately able to snatch it right off her grasp, and the spell sputters. You see just a quick, like, emanation of darkness spreading from it, and then suddenly fizzles away. She says,
I don't
rude.
appreciate these tricks.
Give that back now.
You'll get it back when we're done.
She folds her arms in a huff. But she's not going to make an attempt to leave without the cover of darkness, that's for sure. Back to Roland. Shona, she, unlike the others who have clearly heeded your warnings, they don't seem to be moving anywhere or trying to make a run for it. Shona, however, she's confident enough that she can give you the slip. What do you want to do?
I'm going to shout cast command on her and tell her to return.
Okay. Is that a wisdom or charisma save?
Wisdom.
Okay. Boop, 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 13. The spell save is 13. That's a pass. Just barely. Oh my god, she is getting away. So effectively, much like a rogue, she can literally disengage and dash as bonus actions.
Yeah.
She's also got evasion, and I'm just gonna let you know she's fast. So, do you want to give chase, or are you gonna let her go? I mean, can anyone
No,
keep up with her? I'm just trying to
I'm
think.
not gonna bother. I'm just gonna smile and chuckle.
Okay. All right. She looks back for a moment as if she is going to return, and all she does is returns the favor and instead just blows you a kiss and gives you a wink and then dashes away into the snow whilst all the guards are busy trying to put out this fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna
The others who get
I'll say to
Mm,
the
go on.
guards, well, as you can see, one of them has just left us. Can we try and make sure the rest of the group stay in this bloody cellar? Perhaps we should restrain them.
Restrain them, get them up, get their weapons. They're not to be trusted. Yeah, if anything, she just dropped them in the shit because running is clearly a sign of, was it an acceptance of guilt sort of thing?
Yep.
It's an acceptance of guilt.
Yeah, and of course, at this point, they're not putting up a fight. They're completely surrounded now that you've got the guards on your side, which is going to conclude Argos's little roundup here. We'll go back to, yeah, you've got the cauldron, you've got the speaker detained, and you're heading back to Bryn Shander anyway, as it happens, which is a nice little neat kind of end to this little chapter here. So, back to the map real quick.
Do we level up?
Let me think.
No, we didn't finish it.
You're going
just
back to the
yet.
Morning Lord. Yeah, nearly, very nearly. But if I save that towards the end of the session, that makes it nice and easy to wrap up on. That was not the page I wanted. Oops, wanted the map. Anything you want to do before you head back to Bryn Shander? The guards are claiming everything in the warehouse as their own, right?
Yeah,
They're goods.
we have no quarrel with those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the
Okay,
cauldron, that's all we need.
Perfect.
Yeah, no.
Bryn Shander it is. Cool. 2 hours it takes. And on the journey, the speaker is just about coming to consciousness as you arrive, because you've rolled 2 hours and it takes 2 hours to get there. So he's coming to and he's like, where am I? Why do my extremities feel frozen? Wait, this is... He notices the heraldry of Bryn Shander as you're approaching the gates. Are you kidnapping me?
Well, we did think about that at one point, and I think we had a bit of an argument about whether or not that would be an ethical course of action, or whether or not we should just smite you and be done with it. But no, I believe you are going to jail, probably to serve the rest of your life behind bars for being the head of a criminal organization that we've just thwarted. Isn't that wonderful?
Criminals? He's protesting. I'm innocent.
Poor guy.
No, please. I'm the speaker of your town. Guards, what is the meaning of this? And where's Captain Scath? And you see he's unconscious, being like pulled on a wagon or something. He's out for 5 hours.
Quiet your voice.
Yeah.
The guy's had a very long day. He needs his rest.
The Sheriff Southwell will see reason, I'm sure.
He definitely will. We're gonna see him soon. Don't worry.
Perfect. On the way to the house in the Morning Lord, you meet up with Sheriff Southwell and Speaker Shane as well. We might as well drag you back to that map. And before I forget, we must add a particular gnome who's also here. Oh, yes, I put him on the map, so fantastic.
Forgive me,
Okay.
Father, for I have sinned. I nearly killed the speaker.
Speaks in Maxwell Dinar, Captain Scath are brought before the light, before the chapel, and Mishan, the acolyte of the Morning Lord, begins to cast Zone of Truth. They will, of course, fail their saving throw, and Sheriff Southwell wastes no time in getting to questioning, but he says if anyone else would like to offer, I don't mind if you want to take the reins on this.
First couple of
He's speaking
questions
to
would
you
be,
guys.
what's your relation to the dark network, also known as the Zens?
The Zents. I know of the Zents. Yes, what about them?
What is your relation with them?
He says nothing. It's like he goes to say something and silence escapes his mouth.
So he can't lie, but he wants to lie. Okay, I got it.
Are you a member of the Zens?
If I was found out to be a Zent, they would probably kill me before anyone else.
Do you deny being a member of the Zents?
I am definitely not a... No, yeah, I am definitely not.
Definitely not what?
He's definitely not denying he's a Zent.
Yeah.
This is...
Okay,
Definitely not
okay.
lying, but he's a
He's
Zed.
trying to work around it. Let's give a clear question and answer. Okay, if a lack of answer will be taken as a yes. Are you a Zen? Yes or no?
He bows his head before the altar, before the Morning Lord, and perhaps silently prays for forgiveness. But his silence is resounding enough of an answer. Sheriff Southwell goes up to him, places him in handcuffs, says, Maxwell Dinar, I place you under arrest for colluding with the Zents and for the murder of several others who we've been looking for as well. The murderer of the 10 towns. The cold-hearted killer. No, you must be him. Maxwell Dinar says, No, I am no murderer. I didn't kill anyone. But you've had people kill for you, yes? Not the ones that's connected to the lottery. No.
If I may,
Damn it.
Sheriff, if I could be so bold, we do believe there is another line of investigation to be followed to detect who that is. But more importantly, all this talk of Zents and murder is distracting us for the real question we should be asking the speaker. Have you ever stolen a horse?
Me? I myself have never stolen a horse, no. But if you're inquiring as to whether our organization, the Black Network, have stolen many a thing, a horse would be a trifling prize.
Just stand there, disgusted and angry, and begin walking towards him.
Uh-oh.
No
Said
violence
the
in
wrong
your...
thing.
No violence in the temple, Roland.
You can intimidate him, though, for sure, at the very least.
Yeah.
You can roll an intimidation check. He's got his back against the wall. That's for sure. Ooh, that's not bad. He's got the charisma to back it up. Yeah, a strong, intimidating paladin with the roaring fire of the Morning Lord right behind him, giving this almost divine-looking aura behind him. And he says, I could probably look up some records. Maybe there's some thieves, some horse thieves in Icewindale. Yes. Have you checked Lonelywood?
Well, this would be a very, very distinctive Destria. He's a sack of bones, doesn't listen to a bloody word any rider would say, so I shall return to question you later.
You see a bead of sweat roll down his forehead. All right. The Southwell says, well, there is still a murderer on the loose. That's unfortunate. I was sure that the Zents were perhaps the ones responsible, but this goes further. Good work, though, today, Sir Roland, and all of you, for bringing them to justice.
Oh, I've got one question for Nerf.
Yep.
Can you tell us something about any Zent involvement in Lonely Woods? What happened there?
He looks... there was an incident, yes, in Lonely Woods. What do you want to know? Specifics?
Was there any particular reason the innkeeper needed to get rid of? A yes or no would suffice.
We wouldn't just kill without reason.
I mean, ask him for the reason. That seems reason enough.
Fine. The Groots. You're speaking of the Groots?
Yes. We don't even know a name. We just know he's the innkeeper of the Ramshackle Inn, right?
Mm-hmm.
We never told him.
He was a retired sawyer in the Ramshackle. We staged his hanging because, of course, he tried to cheat us.
So he was a defector?
He had, yes. And unfortunately for him, he stole several gems. But these weren't like the rest of them. They were counterfeit and very easy to locate. He shouldn't have betrayed his old friends. No one gets away. You can hide in Icewindale, but it's only a matter of time before you either freeze to death alone or your past catches up with you.
Womp, womp, womp.
I guess that's resolved then. We're done? Or at least I'm done.
What happens with the people he was working with? Like the other people guarding our house? So we're, now that he's admitted
they've all
being
detained.
involved.
Yeah, so as soon as Shona ran away, all of them were detained, weapons stripped of them, and they're most likely being held in some sort of garrison in Targos right now. Only the speaker and the captain have been dragged all the way to Bryn Shander.
Aren't we bringing Prudence with us because she is technically...
You could if you wanted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's coming with you for East Haven. Yeah, they belong to East Haven, so yeah, she's probably here too.
Wait, Prudence the lady, right?
The tiefling.
She's a tiefling.
The tiefling. Oh, okay.
He was working. He's working for
She was the defector that gave the information about the
for
cauldron.
East Haven. She was a
should
spy,
convince that-
technically.
We should convince that road to switch sides and join us. How cool would that be?
Absolutely.
Shona?
Mhm.
Totally
Yeah,
the
she
same
looks
thought as
strong.
well.
Yeah.
I don't know how easy that would be.
Shona.
Hmm?
You think you can get Shona on your side? You aren't saying this aloud, unless... I don't know.
Yeah, say it aloud.
He's saying this
man.
aloud.
You know what? Why not? Sure.
You won't get Shona on your side. She's far too loyal to the company. She's higher up than I am. Black Network have hired her specifically to make sure that I don't fuck up my job.
She sounds like the perfect person to get us the information we need.
You do that, and the Black Network will come down full force on 10 towns, I can assure you.
Perfect.
You won't catch up to her, let's be honest. Shona can disappear like a shadow.
Wait, if Shona believes you have fucked up, doesn't that mean your life is forfeit now?
You're taking me to prison, isn't it that right? Something about rotting away for a long time? Much safer here.
That's up to us. That's up to the Council of Speakers.
Sheriff. Which, as it happens, is tomorrow. So yes, we'll have to decide your fate tomorrow. Not to mention, a new speaker for Targos is necessary. He looks around the room. His eyes kind of linger on Sir Roland for a moment.
Can I vouch for a citizen in there?
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow at the speakers' meeting, we will elect a new speaker. You're welcome to join and put forward your suggestions then.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
All right. If there's anything else, Faith does ask, are the ones responsible for DeGroot's murder, are they still on the loose? Oh, you mean... Yes. Yes, they are. If I tell you their name, will it lessen my sentence?
It will probably not.
Then I have no incentive to tell you. All right. Well, with that, that's another loose end that won't be tied for now. But yep, we will see about these guys getting their what's it called?
Justice
Trial. Yeah, just as it's Captain Scath's still unconscious. He's just going to wake up in a cell. Already trial gone. Sheriff Southwell thanks you again and says you've all done a fine job. And I can tell you, if I ever need any help again, I know who to look to. You guys are basically 10 Towns' own vigilante squad now, I guess. But
I'm just glad we could convince you, because if we didn't, we were criminals attacking a speaker.
that could have been messy, yes. But I have full faith in you now that you're doing what's right for the towns. So again, thank you, and you should feel proud. You've done us a great service.
You could offer us some assistance, Sheriff. Perhaps. Will you be attending the speakers' meeting tomorrow?
Yes, I shall.
We could be of more service to the 10 towns if we had some method of transportation that was, my old legs really slow the group down, and perhaps the towns might be able to gather together some coin for us to purchase some means of transport and some equipment to protect us from the cold and the elements.
So, Roland, it would be an honor to aid in your efforts. Yes, we will see what we can amass. In fact, we have our very own stables here in Bryn Shander. I will see if I can organize some sort of discount for you. Or perhaps we'll just simply front some of the bill in your stead. As for protection, you will need fur linings. There's blubber insulation as well. Both quite costly, but we'll see what we can do for you. All right?
My thanks.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
don't
my-
leave town without stopping by the stables. I'll have a word with them myself.
Thank you very much.
Beaker Shane and Southwell exit with the incriminated, as well as all the other guards and veterans as well, leaving the temple finally return to a little semblance of peace. And you hear from above a set of steps a set of small footfalls coming down from a room. Oh Lord, on one of the other rooms here, and you hear a gnome's voice shouting, "Woo! Wow, that was something. Got really tense there for a moment. You guys
Wait,
are the real thing, huh?"
What?
Mm.
Oh, greetings. I'm Kappa Nabanaka. I'm just a little what do you call it? Squatter, I suppose. But
I don't believe you. You made
Mishan's
that
looking
up.
after me. Mishan says, no, they are just looking for a place to stay, and well, I took pity on the gnome here. Seems like he's had to deal with a lot in recent times, but we had a spare room, is all I'm saying.
I didn't know there were gnomes in Icewindale.
Oh, yes. There's
mean-
all of us. We're hiding under little snowdrifts here and there. We're like Chewinga.
Chewinga don't hide in snowdrifts, they hide in the elements. Okay, that's actually the same.
Ah, there you go. Well, I do help with the services and chores around here from time to time.
You help with the services of worship to the Lord?
Yes, of course. If it's like, relighting candles, filling up incense, and the like.
Then you are one of the faithful.
Mishan says, yes, begrudgingly sometimes.
Mm.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm one. He adjusts his glasses. Not of religion. I'm more of a man of science, in fact. And he kind of walks into the light. You see his little fuzzy suit and hood that he's made for himself. Although it looks quite warm, kind of more looks like a teddy bear. And but he does produce a strange, like, little metal tube, and he says, "Me and my old friend, we've been working on something, but unfortunately, I've not heard from him in some time. We had a bit of a disagreement, and
Mm.
well, he pulls out a letter from the metal tube and says, he's not been replying to his letters. Maybe they didn't reach him. I was hoping perhaps you could deliver one, or at least find out what's happened to him. He's all the way in the north, in an old cabin in the wilderness. His name is Macredus.
Gavin will. Mm.
It's of the
Cabin in
utmost
north.
importance. Mm-hmm.
How far north?
A black cabin.
Some. Yes, that's the one. Well, I wouldn't say it's.
As
Well, yes, it
in
might be a little bit charred from the
on the
experiments.
outskirts of Lonely Woods.
Yes, that's the
Right.
one.
I know where that is.
Didn't.
You've seen it.
I saw it from the mountaintop.
Wasn't there this huge light coming
Hmm.
from it, like the other day?
Yeah, you remember
Hmm.
seeing a large flash emanate from the cabin that lit it up.
Sorry, you were doing what? He was doing what? You had a falling out about?
Oh, not. Yes, about methods, scientific methods. I won't bore you with all the details, but he was complaining about his method. I thought it would need more rings, more runes. Look, it's of utmost importance. What he's trying to do up there could help all of Icewindale. He's creating a device that will end the Frostmaiden's eternal winter.
Well, that sounds too good to be true. What's the catch?
I've seen it. I've helped him. Trust me, it's working, but the device seems a little bit temperamental. Unstable is a better word. Though,
And
the catch is that it takes a great deal of meticulous rune carving and metal work to get it done. So he hired me as a tinkerer, but he had his own methods, and I was like, well, if you don't want my help, then I'm leaving. So I made my way back down to Bryn Shander.
What's the power
But I
source for
did
something
worry
like
about
that?
him. Power source? Well, where does your magic come from, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine comes from the divine. Mine was gifted to me by
He touches his
Zaelong
nose
allowing
and
me.
points at you. He kind
Is
of
he
like
using
taps his
some
nose
kind
and
of
points at you. and
black
goes,
rocks as
there you go.
energy source.
No, I'm saying your friend is right on the money. The divine. That's why I came back here, to the House of the Morning Lord, to perhaps maybe ordain some information. He too seems to believe that only with the power of a god can you fight off a goddess's wrath. So, yes, he does sprinkle in a bit of divine here and there, even though he's more of a man of science and books. He believes that it will take a miracle to get what needs to be done.
Would I have any reason to think like that could cause bad consequences or anger or anything like us in the DM?
Messing with the deities.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm like, am I going to hear that and go, that's something that's going to anger Orel, and it's not going to. That's not going to be press a button, it works. That's going to be a deal with the consequences kind of situation.
Of course, though, if you don't do anything against Orel, then eventually what will happen is everyone will run out of food, run out of warmth, and potentially die from this cold. It seems like now might very well be the turning point, and it's time to really start acting against Orel if you wish to maybe fight against the winter. That being said, he isn't asking you to complete this thing. He is simply stating that he's worried about him. All I want you to do is find Macretus, see if he's still okay. Because, like I said, no reply in some time. He may have succeeded. I don't know. But he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, that's for sure. You know what? Maybe he's just being stubborn. He's not replying to my letters.
What if Ravison found them?
But you... Who?
No, acquaintance.
Someone who claims to be the follower of Orel, but seems to be very misguided in her beliefs. Very dangerous.
Oh dear.
I think this is something we should get to immediately, if we can.
Yep.
But we also need to make sure the speaker of Dugan's Hall gets to the meeting.
And
is Dark even invited to the speakers meeting?
You guys have been invited.
We have been, but is Dirk being invited? He is the new speaker of Goodmeats. Dirk's
Oh yeah,
Dirk's
then he would have
what's
been.
Stef saying? Sorry.
Dirk's meet.
I know Stef has to go at some point.
In 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10 minutes. Yeah.
I also have one more question. Don't we also have like a murderer on the run that's gonna murder again soon?
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's more pressing now.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
So when the speakers meeting is done, we've killed the murderer, or stopped the murderer, then we can go to the
Yeah.
cabin in the woods?
I think we need to take a vote on it because I think the cabin in the woods might actually be more important. As much as I don't want people to die, I feel like if this person's doing something that would anger someone like Ravison,
Ravison is
And
currently
we-
being
we-
held busy by the moose.
that was the last we heard, but there was a big light from that place, and we wouldn't have been the only people to see it. I could definitely assume the creatures are going to see it, especially, and if they're getting back to Ravison about it, I could be wrong. I'm just worried that, like, hey, this is something, and it might be too late if we don't do it now.
Faith
If we're
says,
gonna be messengers, shouldn't we charge at least 20 gold pieces? That's what the rate is, apparently, according to the former speaker of Targos.
he was also
Yeah.
trying to. He was also a cheat, a liar, a swindler, and yeah, I could go on. But Faith does say to you, Roki, I agree with Roki. This sounds like something like very important. That being said, if Copper Nobunaga has lost contact with him for a while, it's been days, right? Oh yes,
Much
over a
later
10-day, more so. Faith saying, yeah, if it's been many, many days, and I mean it was a day since we saw that flash as well, then it might not make a difference whether we arrive a day sooner or not. But you know me, Roki, if there's answers that I can find out about the winter and about Oriel, then I would be the least hesitant. I say we do this as soon as we can, but let's fulfill the rest of our promises first. And I don't think being a day early will make a difference in this case. But
Maybe you're right.
But let's put it at the top of the priority list for sure. Like I absolutely want to go here myself as well, included. Yeah, that's the way she puts it.
Then I think we're agreed. We continue our course with the speakers meeting and our job to try and track down the murderer. As soon as we have completed those tasks, using the new transportation that we've negotiated with the speakers, we might head to the cabin.
Thank you. About a price, suppose he looks around. What do I have? I can offer you a prayer for the Morning Lord. Yes. I learned them whilst I've had my time here. Would you be willing to accept a prayer?
Well, I would certainly have no objection, of course.
All right. Mishan, would you join me in blessing these fine warriors of the light, of the dawn? May they bring about a new era for Icewindale. Melt away the snow. Bring growth. Bring life back to the 10-towners. May their spirits be filled with determination. May they become a roaring fire in the face of the evils. And may their presence inspire those all around to rise up and unite under a common goal rather than bickering amongst themselves. May they be a voice of reason and rationale in the coming speakers meeting. In this we pray to you. And he puts another incense stick into the fire, and as it roars up and fills the room with this blazing light, suddenly you do feel as though this does somehow fill you with the exact words and inspiration that he gave. And as you are filled with this divine essence, this prayer, this kind of washing radiance over you, you all level up to level 4.
Damn.
And yeah, well, that did the trick. You're looking much more peppy than ever. Mishan says, "Well said, Copper Nabanoka. Though you're only a temporary stay here, you have learnt much."
Yes.
Congratulations, guys, on reaching level 4.
Mm.
I got an
We
increase
can-
of 8. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Question. If
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the custom feed, how do I add it? Is it in the...
We'll add it manually,
Okay.
so no problems there. Yeah, feat selection or ASI, guys. Really exciting level for level 4. And finally dipping your toes into chapter 2. I think you got 100% on the 10 towns quests, except
Nope.
maybe
One town.
Dugan's Hole. That's the one. That's the last thing on the list. But hey, it's up to you. You guys are definitely deserving of a level 4, though, after everything you've done. So congratulations.
And
Yeah, before the
Cold-Hearted Killer is also...
Yeah, we also still
First
have the
chapter.
cauldron. We also still have the cauldron to return.
That's
Yep.
a bonus. That's a bonus quest.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I consider it quite important. Also, like, if we ever had any goodwill with them, now we for sure have another army to call upon. If you catch my drift.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
they do feel as though they are kind of aligned with you. Bryn Shander as well now. Like, you truly are starting to feel like heroes of 10 towns rather than just these nobodies that no one trusts.
Oh, I'm not sure
yeah.
heroes or anything, but I'm just saying if we return this
Okay.
thing and we got an army for it around the first time, I expect that they show up when we need them. You know what I mean?
One should hope. Yeah, and you know what? You may even make more of a name for yourselves in the coming meeting. Depends on how that goes. But for now, I think, leveling up is a fitting place here before the roaring fires of the Morning Lord. And yeah, Roland, it's never felt so right before to get the inspiration and determination before your own very god. This is fitting.
It's
All
all
right.
It's all coming back to me now. I can't believe I've forgotten all this.
Oh, mind is cleared up. May the light of the Morning Lord shine your way forward. And he gives you a little bow, or perhaps a Morning Lord salute. Yeah, not bad for an old gnome squatting in a temple. He wanders off. He goes back to his business. Oh, wait. Yes, the letter. Here you go. And he hands it to, I guess, you, Roland, as you're at the front. Get this to Macretus if he is still alive, and tell him to reply to my damn letters. Thank you. And he heads off back to his room. And I think that's where we'll bring a close to tonight's session, I think. As I know you got to go, Stef, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good place to end. 4 hours, I think. And you can do your level up. So we will end the stream. But see you all next week.
I will
Bye for now.
spare 10 minutes to level up because I already kind of know what I'm taking. You just need to guide me through it really quickly.
Yeah, sure. I can help you. I'm staying around for a bit longer. But I will close up the stream.